everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. My computer is just going out of whack. There we go. Hope you guys are having a good evening. So, I'm here to react to Foodie Beauty, Chantal. So, what's going on with her today? Well, she just completed a 4-hour live stream. And I'm not going to lie to you, there are large parts of it that are very, very boring. But what are some of the highlights? Well, what can I tell you right now? Well, I did watch part of it, although I'm going to be honest, I dipped out for a large portion of it because, just listening to her talk about food and the same subjects, my mind kept drifting. So I did other things like just browse around on Twitter and play a little bit of Stardew Valley. But I kept going back to see if it got interesting. Spoiler, it didn't. But some of the highlights that I could mention to some of you guys right now. Let's see. Well, Chantal is in full beggar mode, doing the e-begging. Chantal, I know that you're on TikTok a lot. You watch a lot of people on TikTok, and there are a lot of TikTok e-beggars, people that straight up get on TikTok, they make an account, and all they do is sit and beg for money all day. And one of the favorite people that you like to watch is Lisa Richards, and that's all she does is get on TikTok and beg people for money, although she's gotten into a bit of trouble over that, but that's for somebody else to discuss, and that's for another channel. But you've been inspired by the TikTok beggars, haven't you? You really gotten inspired by them, and you're really pushing your luck. You're getting on your YouTube channel, you're getting in front of your Beezers, and you are just seeing how much money you can pump out of them before they finally wake up and realize that they are being milked for money. So, points of the live stream that I'd like to mention before we get started. Let's see. People were asking her to go out and do different things, go take a walk, suggesting different activities. And her answer to all of them was the same. Oh, if you want me to do this, pay me. If you want me to do that, send me money through PayPal. Like, she's really pushing the PayPal thing. And why is that? Because if people send her money through PayPal, she gets it right away. She doesn't have to wait a month for YouTube to pay her. If you're someone that you send her money through friends and family, less of a fee is taken out once you transfer it over to your bank. Also, when you send money through friends and family, no refund. No matter what it's for, no refund. So, example, if somebody pays her for a request and she doesn't do the request, or she doesn't do the request specifically as the person says she needs to do it, she can just keep the money. There's absolutely no refund. So that's why she's doing the friends and family thing. But everything out of her mouth tonight was pay me, pay me, pay me, including putting a price on rage streams. People mention the rage stream. She goes, you want me to do a rage stream? Pay me. Chantal, if someone pays you for a rage stream, it's not going to be a true rage. It's going to be very, very performative, and it'll come off that way because you're not a good actress. So why should someone pay you for a rage stream? For those who might be waiting for Chantal to do a rage stream, don't pay her for a rage stream. That's just my advice. You want to know why? Because just be patient. Just be patient. Wait about 30 days. You're going to get it for free. Trust me, you will. So everything was pay me, pay me, pay me. The live that she did, she said it was sponsored because somebody paid her to eat some Dubai ice cream. There's a trend that went viral a while back, Dubai chocolate. And this has been going on for a while, the Dubai chocolate. I've seen it all over YouTube. People making the Dubai chocolate bar at home, or if they were out trying the Dubai chocolate bar. So this is not a new trend. Chantal's coming at the end of this trend, and clearly she's doing the Dubai chocolate bar ice cream thing as a way to kind of attach herself to that trend, thinking that maybe that will make her go viral. Chantal, you accuse us of being clout chasers, but yet aren't you chasing clout by doing that? you're trying to find some trend or something that's popular and attach yourself to it, thinking that's going to bring traffic to your channel. It won't, because you're not even doing it in an informative, creative, appealing way. There's no way that anything you do copying from TikTok is going to go viral, but I'll let you figure that out. So what else did she do? She was talking about BBJ, talking about Sam, just a variety of different subjects. But I'm so glad that I'm doing this recorded video today, y'all, because this one, it's a bit of a yawn. It is, but I think she's doing that on purpose. She likes to make things a bit boring, especially right now. I'm sure she's gotten in trouble with the family because of everything that happened between herself and Perfectly Imperfect and the family members getting found out, contacted. I'm sure Salah gave her a nice, strong talking to. So she's having to cool it for a while. But we know Chantal, eventually she's going to get mad and she's going to blow her steam. But let me just shut up and let's do the Twitter peeps, because there's stuff on Twitter that I would like to show you. So it's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, it's time for the Twitter peeps. I got Twitter all ready to go. We're all set. So for those of you that are on Twitter and you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. I realize that some of you are not on Twitter, but you want to keep up with all the Twitter stuff, and that's why I do the Twitter peeps. So you don't have to be on Twitter if you don't want to. All right, let's start here with a post courtesy of Julie saying, who thinks most of these food sponsorships is anime sucks? She created this whole sponsorship ruse after Salah kicked anime icky. I think you're partially right. I think that anime might be behind some of the things she's doing on her channel. Absolutely. But also, Chantal, she's a grifter at heart. She's a scam artist. She's a con artist. She's a liar. She's a manipulator. And she likes to push the boundaries of people to see just how far she can push them. And in my opinion, her food addiction is so out of control that she has to eat all the time. I mean, she's just been upping the ante. Let's go back in time for just a second. Let's get in the time machine in our minds for just a moment. So where did we start? As far as Kuwait, she was in Kuwait and she had to wait on either Salah to bring her food or delivery people to bring it to her, which meant there was a waiting time between her getting her fast food and her eating her fast food. And then it got turned up a notch when she got the keys to the car and she could just drive herself all over town and eat whatever she wanted for as long as she wanted, for as long as she had the car. So you had to know that her food addiction was turned up 10 notches by doing that. And now where are we? Where we are is she just feels so entitled that she's pushing on her audience to give her money for food and any activity because she doesn't want to spend her money on the food. She's actually expecting other people to pay for her meals. So she came up with this whole stupid idea of fan sponsorships as a way to get free food out of people that they pay for. And what's really amazing is that these Beezers are actually going for it. And Chantal, I'm just going to say this. I don't want to hear anymore from you or the Beezers that the reactors or anybody in girl world is a hater. As far as I'm concerned, we are not haters. We are just people with opposing opinions. But those opposing opinions to your self-destructive behavior, it's not coming from a place of hate. It's just an opposing opinion. However, the people that are in your own chat, the ones who are coming in talking about food, knowing that you're a food addict, knowing that you're going to get triggered to eat, and they're purposely triggering you for that purpose because you eating and being self-destructive is their entertainment. And also the people who are sending you money on PayPal to eat sweets, knowing that you're a diabetic, knowing you have dangerously high blood sugar. Those people with the friendly faces that are helping you purchase your poison, your rug of choice, those are the haters. If people are over there encouraging your addiction and paying for your addiction, they're the ones who truly hate you. They must, because no person who ever liked another person would encourage nor pay for another person's addiction or their self-destruction. I said what I said. Moving on, Acadia Strong says she's selling herself for food. What a legacy she's leaving behind. Yeah, like that. It's all by her choice. Absolutely all by her choice. And I have to ask a serious question, Chantal. Just something that I'm wondering. Really, really wondering. So I don't know exactly when your next visa run is. I have a very strong feeling that when the time comes, you're going home. You have to leave Kuwait for good. Pack all your stuff and go. My question to you is, are you really putting your foot to the gas pedal with the food because you are trying to maybe induce a medical emergency so that Kuwait can't make you leave? And that will be the excuse to stay? Like, are you purposely hurting yourself so that you end up in a hospital and they can't kick you out or make you leave in about 3 weeks? I mean, I'm really, really wondering that. Like, what is the motivation for all this? Feed me, feed me, feed me. I don't care what it is, just feed me. You have health problems. Are you purposely pushing things to make yourself worse so that Kuwait can't make you fly home? I mean, I'm just asking the question. DX says Chantal was live for hours, repeatedly asking for hundreds of dollars and leaves the stream to check her PayPal. Yeah, she did that in the middle of her stream. I just happened to be watching when that happened. Somebody sent her some money and she's like, oh, I don't see it. And the next thing you know, you get the little loading screen circle thing. So she stopped the live stream in the middle of the live stream to go check her freaking PayPal. Didn't she have 2 phones? Why couldn't she check on her second phone? And Chantal, checking the PayPal in the middle of the live stream is tacky. It is absolutely tacky. Are you so down bad for money that you got to stop a live stream with a bunch of people in the room and go check your freaking PayPal? Because I can't think of a single reactor that does that. But you did that. Tacky. So tacky. Buster22 says, at Chantal Roommate at YouTube, I'd love for someone at YouTube creators to explain how profiting off an admitted blanked eating and soliciting cash from feedies to be eat on camera is not against their terms of service. Oh, it is. They just don't care. They just don't care. They took Chantal's channel away from her once before. I think it was over the Omegle thing where she went on Omegle and she was talking to A minors and one flashed himself. And then after it was over, she was talking in an icky way about the young man. I think they took it away from her for that. And then they gave it back to her. Before they gave it back to her, she was making all kinds of promises. Oh, I'll behave myself. And I promise I'll be better. And Beezers, you're going to get better content. And then they let her back on the platform. And all that did was make her feel like she was untouchable, that YouTube would never get rid of her and she could do whatever she wanted. And I hate to say it, but it seems like Chantal was right. Like she could do whatever she wants and they won't punish her. They won't, bench her. They won't put her on the bench and get her off of the baseball diamond. They just keep her on. I'm just gonna say what's on my mind. Chantal, I'm wondering if YouTube has the attitude of they're looking at you and they're seeing you as a self-destructive person. They see that you're destroying yourself. They see you breaking the rules. But YouTube is a company. They don't really care about emotions. I don't think they really care about morals either. there are companies, it's all about the bottom line. It's all about the profit at the end of the day or the week or the month. So it's all about them making their money. And maybe their attitude is, let's just let her do what she does. And when she's no longer around, well, then that's it. But in the meantime, let's get every dime, dollar, and nickel out of this thing that we can. Just let it run its course because it's going to anyway. Let's not cut off our nose to spite our face. So they turned the other cheek. They know what's up. They just don't care. They really just don't care. Even now, Chantal, right in front of everybody, obvious, telling people, send me money to PayPal. And clearly that's cutting into YouTube's bottom line. They still don't care. She's stealing money out from under their nose. They still don't care. So YouTube, I have a question for you. What is the point of the terms of service if you're not enforcing it? If you look the other way for certain people? Is it just a bunch of words on paper to make the advertisers feel comfortable so that they will put ads on the videos which you make money off of? You get your cut. Is it just to make them feel comfortable, but in reality, you're not going to enforce them? Hey, I'm just wondering, because if YouTube is going to be like the Wild West and it's going to be a lawless territory, you might as well just take all the doggone rules off. Make it to where the reactors can say whatever they want. They can use curse words. We don't have to use code words. This is ridiculous. You're making us use code words in place of other words. We can't swear until after a certain point. You're making us jump through hoops. And at the same time, you let Chantal do whatever she wants. How is that okay? Just get rid of all the rules, YouTube. Get rid of them all. Get rid of them. Just throw them out the window. Let YouTube be like Twitter, where it's the Wild West. People can say whatever they want. Give everybody their freedom back if you're going to go that route. Florida Salt and Sass says chocolate. People are paying an uncontrolled diabetic to eat chocolate. But Twitter is the problem. I don't see Twitter as a problem. It's rather entertaining if you look around. There's lots of good stuff on Twitter. But somebody using YouTube as a platform to monetize, glorify, and fund their addictions, that ain't right. There's a lot wrong with that. Wannabe Marceline says she is without a doubt having the money automatically withdrawn from her account. The receipts she showed were taken out on the same day of different months, the 27th. Also, on the bottom of the screen, the screenshot below, it says pre-authorized payment program. Let's blow it up and take a look. Okay, down here, payments returned by the financial institution will not be represented for payment. 3 return payments may result in the removal of the pre-authorized payment program. There it is. It says financial institution information. That could apply to anything. I'm not going to dig deeper to find out what that is. I just want to show that to y'all. Perfectly Imperfect says, I really think Foodie Beauty is having funds taken from her account automatically to pay back her bankruptcy. Would explain why the sudden move to attack me and my family. And I think why she left YouTube for a bit during the highest paying month. She thought if she doesn't make money, they can't get anything. Then she realized she needs that money because Poop Boy has 0 income. So now she's e-begging through PayPal, and also why she said donate through friends and family. I'm going to throw another theory out on the table. And mind you, this is just a theory. Just a theory. Just take it for what it is. Just a bunch of words coming out of my mouth. My thoughts. I think that Chantal, she let the government know about her YouTube as her income. So the government knows about her YouTube. They're keeping an eye on her YouTube income. And that's all she's told them about. Just the YouTube income. Let's go further with that. Could that explain why she's purposely made her lives and her videos so doggone boring? Because she knows if they're boring, she's not going to get many views. She's not going to make much money. I think she's doing it on purpose. Because if she's not making much money, then there's less taxes on it and the less they'll take out. In the meantime, she's doing her side hustle where she's getting paid privately through PayPal or Cash App or whatever it is to do Foodie content. Like the bulk of her income is the Foodie content, whether it's through Cameo, whether it's through PayPal or Cash App or Venmo or whatever payment service. She's hiding a lot of her money. She's hiding it. The financial institution only knows about this over here. And so they keep an eye on this over here. But if people send her stuff privately, then she's not going to report that. She's not going to talk about it. She's going to act like, oh, you know, it's don't look over there. Don't look over there. So purposely keeping things boring on YouTube to make only a certain amount, then she can say, well, look, this is all I'm making. And they won't take as many taxes out on her. Maybe the payments won't be so high. Could that explain why for the longest things have been so incredibly boring? Just purposely keeping the money down, so the government won't tax her quite so heavily. And in the meantime, the bulk of her money is being hidden over there in the corner in the shadows. All right, so moving on. Kelly says, Foodie Beauty slips again. If Julia was with dad, and you sleep in the same room, why would she have to come in the room if she's already on bed with both of you? Keep telling us you sleep in the same room with Salah. All right, let's watch the clip.
Julia. She's sleeping. She was sleeping. Oh my gosh, you guys. She loves her mom. Well, she was sleeping with dad most of the day. And then she came in to the room.
She messed up. She came into the room. But you're a married couple. Married couples normally sleep together. They don't sleep in separate rooms. But she knows she messed up. Hold on.
And she came in to the room. And curled up, like she curls up right here on me.
Okay, let's hold on a second. I like to read people. You know, it's a hobby of mine. I like to people watch. Watch her body language shift. Like watch her face and watch her eyes. When somebody knows mentally that they've messed up, that they've said too much, like there's a lot of rapid blinking. Like, oops, like how do I fix this? I've got to cover this up.
Julia. She's sleeping. She was sleeping. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Okay, like right now she's blinking much slower. But then the moment she messes up, watch how her eyes start shifting around.
She loves her mom. Well, she was sleeping with dad most of the day. And then she came in to the room. And curled up, like she curls up right here on me when I'm sealing. Julia.
Yep. You told on yourself. And you wouldn't have these moments, Foodie, if you just told the truth. If you tell the truth, there's nothing to remember. You don't have to think of another lie to cover up the first lie or the third or the fourth. Just stop the lies. Cut it out. I mean, what is this game you play with us or you try to play with us? What is it? What is the purpose of it? Like, what do you get out of it? Is it just you trying to delude yourself into thinking that you're smarter than us? You're not. Every time you tell a lie, you make yourself look more stupid. Because you catch yourself in the lie. We don't even have to catch you anymore. You catch yourself. Like, at one point, do you say to yourself, maybe I should stop lying altogether? All right, DX on Twitter says, well, if anyone is still contemplating what the motive was, she said today on stream that she is taking PayPal donations to avoid paying YouTube fees. Well, this has happened before. She's been down bad before, not quite this bad, but I remember her getting a bit greedy back in the Crackhead Olympics days. And when people would send her money through super chats, she would get angry, especially if they were big super chats. She'd be like, why didn't you send me that on PayPal? You should have sent me that on PayPal. Like, she wants all of the money. She wants it now. She doesn't want to wait 30 days. Two-Tail Caperer says, pretty sure she is promoting the PayPal so frequently so she can get Foodie donations from anime without Salah seeing their interactions. She checks his phone all the time. Maybe it's time for him to start doing the same. Commitment, accountability check, bees. I don't think Salah cares. I really don't think so. My personal opinion, I think things are done between the two of them. Like, for the most part, he's checked out. He'll come on stream if he has to. If she says, you have to come on stream, everybody's asking where you are. But he stays in the background as much as he can. And if somebody else out there in the world wants to buy her a meal or pay for her delivery, he's looking at that as a blessing. That means he doesn't have to go out and get the food. He's like, fine, if somebody else wants to do it, I don't have to do it. He's not emotionally invested in this woman. He has no emotional ties to Chantal. And essentially he's waiting for her to leave. Excuse me. Pardon me. I think at this point, he's waiting for her to leave. I think we're in the final stretch, y'all. He's waiting for her to get on a plane and go home to Canada or wherever it is that life will take her. If it means going home to Canada or going to visit Anime Sucks, when she gets out of Kuwait, he's probably going to throw the biggest party. Like, ding dong, the bitches, excuse me, the witch is gone. Sorry. Sorry. Ding dong, the witch is gone. He's going to throw a party for days. There's a celebration of Ramadan, and then after Chantal's gone, there's going to be a month-long celebration that she's out of there. She's absolutely out of there. And she's looking to make money any way she can. And if that means having other people pay for her meals, that saves her money from buying food. Like, she is just farming herself out to the max. Like, and anything you guys want to pay for, do it. Don't care. Ashley Renee says, Foodie Beauty is such a bad liar. I am sure that floor is sticky with dish soap and grease right now. Like, she said she cleaned her floor with dish soap. Okay, let's watch.
It, but I guess not. Anyways, you're going to listen while you do dishes? I actually cleaned my whole kitchen today. You want to see? I did all the housework. That's why the mop bucket's there, but I finally found
can I go on record as saying I don't think Chantal is doing the housework. I think somebody might be coming in and cleaning the house, or Salah's doing it, because she gets out of breath just taking a couple of steps. How in the world is she going to do housework?
Formula to mop my floor and make it shiny, and it's very simple. And it's not something I tried. I thought I tried it, but I guess not. Anyways, I was using this Dettol floor detergent. Then I used this lemon floor detergent cleaner. I tried vinegar and water. And then I would wash it once, then wash it twice, then rinse it.
Chantal, you're trying to make yourself sound like the dutiful housewife. Like, I sat there and I mopped my floor multiple times because it has to be perfect. Who are you talking to? Who are you trying to sell this lie to? Because I'm sorry, ma'am. I see it on the shelf and I ain't buying it. I don't care how much you mark it down. I still ain't buying it. I'm not. As if you have ever cared about the condition of a floor enough to clean it. You'll let things get filthy dirty. And then when they get filthy dirty, you'll call on other people to clean up your mess. We remember how you were back in Canada, how your disgusting bedroom got so bad. You had literally like 3 feet deep of garbage on your floor. You couldn't even walk a straight line from your bedroom door to your computer. You had to step over things. You were using a garden rake to rake. You were raking your floor. It was nasty. And you over here trying to act like the perfect housewife, as if.
Still streaky. You know what I have to do now? I just use fairy dish soap, degreasing dish soap, and yeah, and water.
I don't see how that would be good for the floor. I guess it all depends on what the floor is made out of. Like, is it linoleum? Is it tile? What is it? But when I think dish soap, I think bubbles. How in the world do you use dish soap to clean the floor without all those doggone bubbles? I mean, that would just, you're just going to create more of a mess.
So
I figured it out. I used dish soap on my floor and it was so perfect. Is that what you're trying to do, Chantal? You know what I think? I think if you used dish soap on a floor, cheap, broke, like what you couldn't afford, a little Pine Sol. And another thing, you just sat there and said you were cleaning your floor with this, and this. I think you just told on yourself. Was your floor just that dirty that whatever filth was on that floor, it would not come up with vinegar and water or 2 other detergents? Was the layer of filth just that thick that nothing would make it come up except dish soap? Was it that nasty? It kind of sounds like it. Nellie says she ate all of those packs of hot dogs already. Of course you did.
Fuck, I have no wieners left. What am I gonna have to eat? Fuck, I have no wieners left. What am I gonna have to eat?
That's your problem. Why are you coming to the internet and saying, I ate all the hot dogs. What will I do now? How will life go on? Figure it out. You're an adult. Maybe you shouldn't have eaten all the doggone hot dogs. How is it anybody else's problem that you're lacking in food, ma'am? Hello, YouTubes. Excuse me. Says, love that she can't even hold 1,000 viewers in one live. Nobody wants to see you sit and eat for the millionth time. Go outside and touch grass. She will literally, at this rate, eat until she explodes. Again, I'm seriously wondering if she's purposely trying to induce some sort of medical event or medical emergency to where she ends up in a hospital, and when she has to go, she can't go. They literally can't send her home. Like, you're just going ham with the foodie. Why? Is it because of anime? Is he paying you? Is it because you're like, oh, I'm so doggone smart, I figured out a new grift and I'm just going to just maximize it out and just get as much as I can out of people because my food addiction is so out of control that it's not enough that I go out in the sherry and I'm out there for 4 or 5 hours eating like a rabid hamster? Is that not enough anymore? All the more reason to come home and check yourself in an inpatient, because what exactly is enough? What will be enough for you? Like, how much food do you really need? How much food does one person need? Like, you were eating every 2 hours. Now you're eating every freaking hour. You're eating thousands of calories a day. You're putting on weight rapidly. Your organs must be screaming for mercy. You haven't been to a doctor. You don't know what's going on inside of you. You haven't looked under the hood. Madam, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing you, but I think you've got some serious health problems. You've got some serious heart problems. You need to get that looked at. Because if you have a medical emergency, that could be lethal. Stop effing around, because if you keep effing around, you're going to find out. Or if you find out, it may be too late to fix whatever it is that's wrong. But yeah, she did this. This bottom here is the double chicken sandwich, and she made a joke of the bonus sandwich. And this is the live. So she ate this great big meal, 2 sandwiches, and then in this live, she's eating like the Dubai chocolate plus other things. So yeah, a day full of food. Great. Great idea for a diabetic who's 550 pounds with uncontrolled blood sugar. Florida Salt and Sass says, Foodie Beauty, addict logic. Community commenting that her diabetes is not under control and she's going to lose an eye, foot, her life equals awful people that need to get lives. Beezer's paying to have her elevate her glucose levels even more with carbs and chocolate equals good people. I'd rather be a bad person. Go ahead, give me all the booze, Chantal. Give me all the booze. I'm bad. I'm horrible. I'm hateful. I am a hater. I'm a vulture. Go ahead. Look, where's the booing sound? I'm looking, Okay. Boo. Go ahead. I suck. I absolutely suck. I'm a bad person. I and others suck because I'm not going to get online and encourage a food addict with their addiction. I'm not going to back it up. I'm not going to co-sign it. I'm not going to say, Chantal, you're doing a great job. You are on the right track. 400 blood sugar. Who cares? Do what you want to do. No, ma'am. No, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. You know you're hurting yourself, and you want everyone to watch. You want everyone to watch your demise. I know this may seem blunt, y'all, but it is what it is. What we're watching, we watch Chantal, we're watching a snuff film in very slow motion. We're watching somebody unalive themselves. When she sits down to eat this food, she may think that she's doing something. She may think that she's, both middle fingers up, screw you, girl world. I'll do what I want to do. And she's being rebellious and she's so cool. Chantal, the only person you're hurting with this crap is you. You're not hurting any of us. We're not gaining weight. Our blood sugar levels are not going up. We're not having trouble breathing. You are. You're hurting yourself. You're absolutely hurting yourself. You're not hurting me, mama. You're not. And you're not hurting the reactors either. And you're not hurting girl world. You're hurting yourself. That is the reverse Uno punchline to the sick joke of what you're doing. You want to get over one on us and you want to make us angry, but you're hurting yourself. And you're painting this picture of, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Is it though? I bet you're in a lot of pain when you turn off that camera. I bet you're running to the bathroom 20, 30 times a day. I bet you've got back pain. I bet your chest hurts. I bet you're going through a lot of pain, but you won't talk about it because your public image, this Delulu land that you created for yourself on YouTube, off YouTube, it is so important for you to keep that mirage going. You don't want the mirage to disappear. You don't want to see reality, and you especially don't want other people to see the reality. So you created this fantasy world of your life and you put it out there on YouTube and you're trying to sell it to us as this is the reality. No, it's not. It's not. You can't get on YouTube and sell to us like, I'm a diabetic with 400 blood sugar. I can eat whatever I want. It's not causing me any health problems. I'm fine. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Nobody else buys it. And I wish to God YouTube would do their doggone job and reinforce the rules with you. But I know they won't. I know they won't. Because they're just looking at the numbers. They're going to milk this thing for as long as they can until either you're gone or something happens to you. It doesn't affect them either way. It's not an emotional thing for them. You know, you're just grease for the machine. Perfectly Imperfect says Foodie Beauty and her eternally unemployed husband have officially entered their GoFundMe lunch era, where every live stream doubles as a telethon and PayPal donations determine the next meal. Pathetic. Yeah, and you're to blame, Beezers, because you're the one paying for this. All of you are over there giving her money, paying for meals. So if she ends up in the hospital, diabetic coma, don't you dare come back to girl world and say, it's because of you haters and her hating on her. No, you can't blame the people who speak out against the addict monetizing their addiction. The blame lies in those who enable the addict, who fund the addict, who buy the rug of choice for the addict. You're the one helping to get her high. You're the one contributing to that high blood sugar and her health problems. Don't you dare come over here. Don't you dare say anything to me. You'll lose that argument real quick. All right, DX on Twitter, giving part of the recap here. DX says, starting the live, she's having a B moment with sweets that she claims are community sponsored. Straight up eating chocolate bars, already making a steak face at chat. Yup, feedy content sure is. DX also says detailing reproductive issues and lack of medical treatment. Says it's tough being with a younger guy. Says Salah told her he likes MILFs. Says he likes women who are older and fat. After a lot of boring trash, she finally gets off, planning on going to Cheesecake Factory. Oh boy. But she already just had a dessert. Okay, let me address some of this stuff. So, let's talk about this comment. Salah told her he likes MILFs. Chantal, MILF stands for Mother I'd Like to Have Intimate Fun With. You are not a MILF. You are not a mother with children. Okay? There's that. You're not a MILF. You may be considered a cougar, but you're not a MILF. Also, he likes women who are older and fat. If that's the case, Chantal, you're older than he is, and let's face it, you are fat. Okay, it is what it is. You're fat. Actually, you're super morbidly obese. If he was into big women, then why is he not intimate with you? And why did he say before, way before, that he found women who were over 200 pounds to be, like cows? And you're at least 550. You are double than what he said he found to be a cow. So if he looks at women who are 200 pounds as being cows, I guess he looks at you as an oversized buffalo, which means you are not his type. So I guess he's not into you, is he? Also, she says it's tough being with a younger guy, but this is what you wanted. You wanted a younger man for eye candy, for bragging rights. Oh, look, I'm a 40-year-old woman. I'm super morbidly obese, and I got this young guy. You did it for ego reasons, as an ego stroke. You won't be able to come online and say, where's your husband, girl world? All of you single women out there, because you're single, you're worthless. You don't like the idea of being single. You like for people to look at you and put off this vibe of, I am so wanted. Everybody's chasing me. I am such a wanted person. No, you're not. If you were so wanted, why do you have to pay men in your life? If you were a femme fatale, if you were a wanted, desired woman, you would have men lined up at your front door. People practically jumping through your window to get at you. They would be paying for everything for you, paying for your meals, paying your rent, paying all of that. But it's the opposite. You're paying for these men. So if you're a wanted woman, why are you doing all that? Make it make sense. The math ain't mathin' over here. And you had to know, if you are a super morbidly obese woman, you are not active, you don't want to go anywhere, you don't want to do anything, and if you're with a younger man who likes to be active and social and be around people and do things, yeah, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a big problem, and there always has been about that. And it continues to be a problem. Like, you are a homebody. You want to stay home. He doesn't want to stay home. And it's an issue. It is an issue. Okay. Whipster says, she also wiped her mouth and proceeded to wipe the corner of her eye with the same tissue. So what is in this reference to? So Chantal did a mukbang where she allegedly ate 2 packs of spicy ramen noodles. And this clip that you're seeing, courtesy of Fat Cow, this was a long time ago, back in her BB days, I believe it was, where she ate actual fire noodles. And as you can see, she's crying. She can't even talk because it's burning her mouth, and she nearly choked on it. But the noodles that she ate recently did not look the same. It looked very, very watered down. It looked like it was more cream than the fire sauce. Like her mouth wasn't burning at all. But this is the older clip of Chantal. But what Whipster is talking about is during this recent mukbang, she's eating these alleged fire noodles. And then if they were true fire noodles, if she wiped at her eye, that would have burned. That would have hurt. Lime Jello says, Chantal says that people who make fun of her addiction to food are awful people. But now these people that are funding her food addiction are so nice. She also did a video berating the TikTok e-beggars. Now she's doing it herself. She's so butt backwards. Yeah. And Chantal, nobody's making fun of your addiction to food. Nobody is. We are commenting on your addiction to food because you bring it to YouTube. You brought it here. You made it a big deal. You brought it here. You glorified it. You monetized it. You put it in front of people. You were doing the Foodie content in front of everybody. I clocked you on what you were doing a long time ago. Then it became apparent to everybody else. Yeah, this is happening. Like, I know stuff about the Foodie world. I've studied up on it. That's how I knew, and I thought everybody else should know what they were looking at because you were never going to tell them. But you brought that here, along with the fetish content that you continue to do. But nobody's making fun of your addiction. But what are we supposed to do when you get on YouTube and you're showcasing it? You're putting a spotlight on it in front of everybody. You're doing it on purpose to monetize it. You want to get high. And you want YouTube and Google AdSense and your Beezers to pay for it. We can't stop you from being a food addict. We can't force you to do different content. What can we do? We're spectators. We just sitting by and watching it happen because that's all we can do. But we're not making fun of it. And how many of us on the reactor side, and I know there's been more than a few, I've heard more than a few tell you, Chantal, you need therapy. Chantal, you need to go to inpatient. Chantal, you need to go home and go to a doctor. You need to see a doctor. How many of us have said that? Quite a few. People in your own chat have said it. Have you listened to any of us? No, because you're not ready to listen. You even said a long time ago, I will eat until I pass away. I'm not giving up the food. You made up your mind long ago. You were never going to give this up. You were never going to change. You were just going to keep going until your body gave out. And that is your decision. It's your body. It's your life, right or wrong. You can make whatever decision you want with that. But it's just a doggone shame. It doesn't have to be this way, number one. And number two, like, you're putting this in front of people. Like, why? You go to a private site if you're going to do this crap, okay? But nobody's making fun of you. But you have nerve that you come online getting high in front of people, begging people to fund your addiction. And then later on, you're going to come back with the sad fishing and go, oh, my BED and my food problem, and you guys don't understand. Shut up. As someone that I was addicted to food, shut up. Seriously, shut up. Excuses and problems. That's all you got. You have no answers. You're not trying to find solutions. You don't care enough. You don't care about yourself. You don't care about your life. You don't care about nothing. You're completely given up. You're giving into the addiction. You're letting it swallow you whole. There's an old saying, Chantal, about addiction. A man takes a drink takes a drink, and then the drink takes a man. Now, switch out the words man and drink for your name and drink for food, and it would fit you perfectly. The food's going to take you. The food is swallowing you whole. The addiction to food is swallowing you whole, and you're letting it. You're giving into it. You're rushing to it. You're not backing away from it. What can we do? We say things in our videos in our lives. You don't listen. You don't care. You're all in, both feet in the deep end of the pool with this. Okay, more of the recaps from DX on Twitter. Says critiquing people who panhandle, the nerve. Says that it's crazy that people expect others to pay their bills. Says the difference between her and that is that she makes content. Non-tent. It's not real content. Arguing excessively about why it's okay and normal for her to be begging for money. It's not normal. Beezers, if you ever come over here, please, I'm asking you to put your sense and sensibility caps on for just a moment. Just think. Sit down calmly and think. This woman, Chantal, Foodie Beauty, she's got a 100K channel. Okay? 100K. Now, I don't know what her Google AdSense check is at the end of the month, but she should be doing okay just from that. If she's doing content where she can afford the materials or food or whatever else she needs for that content, then she shouldn't be doing that freaking content, should she? Maybe go do something else that's cheaper if what she's doing is too expensive for her. But it's no one's responsibility to pay for anything relating to her channel, including the materials needed for said content. I'm a content creator. I would never dream of coming online and saying to my subs, my viewers, people that come into my chats and go, hey, I need a new webcam or I need a new microphone. Y'all got to pay for it. You like my content, right? Well, since you like it, then it's your responsibility to pay for it. What's up? I would never do that. That's horrible. This is not an emergency necessity thing. If I care for it, if I care about my content and my channel, I'm going to go out and get my own stuff. And I do. But here's Chantal. I'm not even 6K. She's at 100K plus. She needs food for her content, then she needs to go buy it. She needs anything for her videos or her lives, she needs to go buy it. It's no one's responsibility to pay for her stuff, whether personal or on YouTube. She's a grown woman. Let her be a grown woman. Let her do grown woman things. Make her put her big girl panties on and work it out and figure it out. You're hurting her by not letting her figure it out. She's got to learn at some point. Don't coddle her. That's part of her problem. She's been coddled all her life, and people just need to freaking stop. Let her grow up, for God's sake. DX says she leaves to check PayPal, comes back saying she needs $40 today. She laughs, denying that she is a grifter. Grifting bees? Oh, well, whatever. I have no shame. She needs $40? Not anybody's problem. And what does she need it for? Another dessert? Another meal? Doesn't she have groceries? If she needs food, I'm sure there's groceries in the kitchen. Go cook something. Your mama never taught you to cook? Well, that's a shame. Figure it out. Watch a YouTube video. You'll figure it out eventually. DX says that she recognizes getting Julia after giving away her cats was kind of selfish, you think? And that she struggles to even take care of herself. If you struggle to take care of yourself, if you can't take care of yourself, it's not a good idea to have a pet. If you are looking at yourself and you say to yourself, I can't even take care of me, then the kindest thing you can do if you have a pet is give them to somebody who can completely take care of them. That would show you care about that pet enough that you recognize you can't do everything you need to do as a pet owner. Maybe not have the pet and focus on yourself and get yourself together. And then maybe in the future you can have another pet that you can take care of and you will take care of. She says the animal needs a home. Give it to Salah's family. I'm sure one of them will take in Julia. It says she still can't believe they're gone. I guess she's talking about her former pets. So anyway, Sai, she's clearly over this conversation. Says Smee told Chantal not to give BBJ away to someone she didn't know. Did I listen to her? No. Well, I'm glad she did. BBJ ended up exactly where she needed to be. Someone asked if she would redo the cat thing if she could. Completely misunderstanding the point, she says yes, because it was too stressful to take them to Kuwait. She shrugs. She was never going to take the cats to Kuwait. All she was thinking about was offloading everything that she considered a burden so she could get her butt to Kuwait faster so she can control Salah. The woman who is with her cheating husband brags how once you cross a certain line with her, she will never forgive you. Well, that line was crossed with Salah multiple times, and yet you're still there. Again, this is also courtesy of DX. Chat obviously calls her BS, and she starts getting irritated. She gets triggered into saying she was just joking about the euthanasia, but she's pro-euthanasia. She was not joking. She would come online and she was dead serious about putting BBJ down. Absolutely dead serious. Says she doesn't, and DX again, says she doesn't want to be in Kuwait for the summer, and you never know what life is going to bring. She's been dropping hints that she's traveling. She's not going to be in Kuwait much longer. I think she's going home. And we're talking about her dreams again, talking about how traumatic it was giving up her cats and how the BBJ thing made it worse. Says she could never forgive FFG. It wasn't sad or traumatic for her to give away BBJ. She was all too happy to do it. What made it traumatic was her neglect and her abuse was exposed. Her narcissistic ego took a bruise that hasn't healed even after a few years. DX says asking for pretty large increments of money, up to $500. Having a pity party about her food issues. Oh, boo-hoo. Boring as F. Talking about food a lot. Says she saw a clip of one of her old streams and said, wow, I said that? Yeah, you said that. You think? God, like this is a long recap. Moaning over cookie butter says, if I die, it's worth it. Mad people were saying she faked how hot the ramen was. Says she wants a steak. Somebody sponsor a steak dinner. What? She was asking people to buy her a steak dinner, please. Says she's not a grifter and doesn't see the big deal with people sending her money since food can get experience. Is that what you're trying to say? That's a long recap. It was a long live. A little palate cleanser from Massimo. Did you know eggs with green yolk do exist? I keep thinking of the Dr. Seuss story, green eggs and ham. So apparently there are green eggs out there. And how is this possible? Because the pigment in the yolk comes from what the hens eat. So if they eat a lot of greens, the yolks will also be green, as you can see right there. And then if they eat a lot of red foods, then the yolks will be red. I wonder if that affects the taste of the egg. I was just curious about that. Very, very curious. But look at that, a green yolked egg and red yolked and purple. You can just change the yolk color just by feeding them certain things. Sandy Quesadilla says, if I had to guess, she's under the impression that taking her meds properly is going to allow her to continue to have B moments. Keep going, cutie. It's my feeling and my belief that Chantal doesn't take her medication to manage her diabetes. She's taking her medication to manage her B moments and to keep her blood sugar from going up into the diabetic coma levels. I said what I said. Because she's always taking her meds right after the food because she knows her blood sugar is going to spike. It's going to spike. Okay, we already saw that one. Okay, now y'all check this out. Two-Tailed Caper says, not Chantal defrauding her own supporters. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if the beige color was just from tomato paste. Julie says, there's no way she's put both sauces in for the 2 times spicy noodles and nothing else except cheese on top. In the 3 attached images, you can see Chantal's scam noodles plus 2 other mukbangers who struggle with the spicy noodle challenge. See how red their sauce is. So these are Chantal's noodles. I can already tell she didn't put the spice packets in there. It looks way too pale. It looks like it's more cream than anything else. And Zach Choi, who's also a mukbanger, he did this spicy noodle channel. Look how red that sauce is. And I'm not quite sure who this young lady is. But again, red sauce. So, like, what happened with yours, Chantal? I think you probably didn't even put the spice in there. I think you maybe put some tomato paste to make it look a little bit orange with a lot of cream. You faked the funk. You did. You faked the funk. You defrauded the Beezer who paid for this. Hey, but maybe they had it coming. They're paying you to eat unhealthy food. So, like, you know, a sucker and his money are soon parted. All right, Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, eat all the sweets. What a flex, having donors pay you to murk yourself with food. So jealous, such a vibrant, fulfilled life. So we're not watching the part of the live where she's eating this crap. But here's some screenshots of what she's eating. Like, if you're asking, what is this that she's eating? So, like, the Dubai chocolate bar is what it's supposed to be. And for some reason, it's like really popular. People really like it. There's pistachios in it. There's like some vermicelli or something. I'm not quite sure. But she ate that as a diabetic. We're going to skip that part. I don't want to see her eat. Ghost Crab says, so I asked ChatGPT what laws Chantal might be breaking by using the picture of an A-moner to impersonate them and dox the mother's address. ChatGPT said this: identity theft, cyber stalking, doxing, defamation, false impersonation, child exploitation, or endangerment. Interesting, ChatGPT. Thank you. Tweety says she cheated. You could tell she was only pretending it was hot and it was meant to be unbearably hot. We saw her eat very hot noodles before with even snot dripping out of her nostril. This was not it. Very bad acting. Well, she's not a good actress. She's not a good actress. Mrs. Flupa Booty says, for someone who seems to do things that could get her in trouble in Kuwait, the video about Allah's wife comes to mind, earning money while a tourist, among other things. You think she'd be smart enough to keep herself under control? No. She thinks she can do whatever she wants, wherever she wants to do it, and there'll be no consequences. Chantal, it only takes one time. You can you can get away with something some of the time, but not everything all of the time. And it only takes one time to rock your world. Perfectly Imperfect says, interestingly enough, I found out that using an A-miner's picture, if used for malicious purposes, such as impersonation or exploitation, could trigger legal consequences under child protection laws globally. FAFO, Foodie Beauty, and her minions. Yeah. F around and find out. Well, she might. Let's see what else we got here. And just as a reminder, this is Chantal eating the spicy noodles for real. As you can see, they looked a lot different and her reaction was a lot different. So she lied. She absolutely lied. So that's it for the catch up. Ooh, that took a while. Sorry about that. We're going to go on to the live. And I started a few minutes in to get past the food issue. And we'll just skip ahead if we need to. Hope you guys enjoy the react. And by the way, the chat was off the chain with this one. So that might make it enjoyable. Let's go.
My husband requested I notify him when you're live so he can listen while at work. No way! Hi, Jackie's husband. Walking just 5 minutes after a meal. That's true. Ribby! G beat me. You look beautiful. Thank you, Ribby. Brandy said babies. Thank you so much. Oh, really? YouTube over?
So it's already started. We're not even like 15 minutes into the live stream. And there are people in her chat that are like, this is grim. What you're doing on your live stream is very, very grim, Chantal. You got this comment right here from Spooky Emmy saying, it's sad these people are supporting you eating yourself to death. Yeah, it is. Meg says, full Foodie content now? Of course. She was doing it before. It's just that she's now out in the open with it. She's essentially saying to YouTube, nanny boo-boo. You know, that's her attitude. Like, screw girl world, screw YouTube. Obviously, they're not going to get rid of me. So I'm just going to run amok and do what I want because they're not going to punish me. Like, she's being very, very brazen. And if you Beezers over there, the ones of you that actually care about her health, the ones of you that are not into the food content, you want to see her exercise, and you've been waiting patiently for her to get better somehow or get healthier. You're waiting for her to turn a corner, like you've been hanging on by your fingernails. Y'all need to get it through your head. Okay? You need to get it through your head. She's not going to get better. She is not committed to her health. She is committed 100% to her addiction. 100%. She's going all in. She's jumping in with both feet. Y'all need to wake up. This is what's up. That's what's going on.
Yep. Theater content sure is.
Up. And she says it.
So.
Lala says, do you think the donators care about you giving you stuff that'll unalive you? Obviously they don't. If they know about Chantal and her food habits, they're not paying her to eat healthy food. They're paying her to eat unhealthy food. And she's not refusing the request. She'll do them because she wants to eat the unhealthy food. I think there are people in Chantal's chat, the feedies, like they are poisonous trolls. They're coming in with friendly faces, acting like, I love you so much and you're so great. And then they're buying the poison that she puts in her body. Not that she wouldn't do it on her own anyway, but they're like, we got to speed this process up of something happening to you. We want to see something happen to you.
Pronounced Maula. Oh, Maula. Maula? Really? I always thought it was Mole. I am in a good mood. I need to be a member, Prissy. Oh, were you maybe a member before, a gifted member before?
And by the way, before I forget, because I know me, I know that I might forget. So I got to say sometimes things that are on my mind when they come to my mind. In this live stream, Chantal talks about how she doesn't know how to unblock people. That's absolute crap. It's not that hard. All you have to do is go into YouTube Studio and you can do it right there. You can see who you blocked, their names. You can clear out people on your blocked list if you don't want them there anymore. It's not that hard. It's just that Chantal, her blocking people is another layer to the scam game. Here's how it works. And I know this because she used to do this back at Crackhead Olympics. She liked to play this switch game where people would come in, buy memberships, and then if she had a wild hair up her butt and she was in a mood, she would sit there and block people, even paying Beezers. She'd be like, who wants to be blocked? And block, 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 block. She would block like 50, 60, 70 people at a time. So she would just sit there and block people all over the place. And then the people that were the Beezers, they were just so, I want to say, addicted to her, or just like they want to be part of her channel. So they would turn around and get another account and buy another membership. And that's exactly why Chantal did what she did, because she wanted to get more membership money out of her Beezers. Instead of paying $5 a month, she would get $10 a month out of that person just by blocking them. When all she had to do was get out of her mood, realize she was a jerk, and go to her block list and unblock those people. But she didn't want to do that. She was always about, what sneaky, shisty way can I use to get more money out of people? What can I get away with? What will they let me get away with? Beezers, you guys let her get away with a lot. You guys don't put your foot down. So again, a fool and his money are soon parted, and she's parting a lot of money out of a lot of you right now with all this begging.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Rebecca. Hello, Newbie Realm. I said it right. Oh, this friggin' eyeliner. I wanted to go out, but...
No, you didn't. You're a liar. You want to know why? I mean, let's put it on the table. She doesn't make as much money when she goes out, when she feeds the cats, when she takes a walk. She makes the most money eating, and she knows it. Eating is her content. Eating is how she makes money on YouTube and off. So she needs money. If she's got to go home or go see Anime Sucks or wherever it is she ends up, she needs as much money as possible. So she's hyper focused on making the most money possible right now, because wherever she's traveling, she's going to need it. Because wherever she ends up, she's going to need it for whatever it is she needs it for, whether it's a place to stay, a new car, furnishings. She needs all the money in hand that she can get. So she is really jumping up the grift and insisting that if people make her do anything other than sit in front of her phone and stream, she's going to charge them.
Maybe I'll go tomorrow. I don't know.
No, you won't.
What do you think?
No.
It's late.
Excuses. It's late. I can't go out. You've gone out before. You got the keys to the Sherry. Not that I want you to drive. You really shouldn't be driving. You've got bad vision. The steering wheel cuts into your stomachs, and that's dangerous driving. But you've gone out before to go get ice cream from the Lulu man. You didn't care that it was dark. So what's the problem now? But don't go drive, Chantal. Please don't. I'm saying that not just for your benefit, but for the benefit of the people in Kuwait. Don't put them in danger because you need an ice cream.
Thanks, Carlos.
Oh boy, look who it is. This idiot. Anime Rules, Cope, and Pede. Hello, Anime. Listen, dude, just get it over with. Send her a plane ticket and have her fly to you. Get this Kuwait arc over, sir. Come on. Buy her a plane ticket. Stop sending her money for food. Send her money for a plane ticket, first class or something, wherever it is you are, and just come get your girl. You know you want to.
You're just really high right now. There, the filter's off. I don't like the filter. It makes me look really fake. You laugh so hard watching you eat the spicy ramen.
That wasn't that spicy, you big liar. We saw the pictures. I just showed the pictures. Those weren't true spicy noodles. You cheated. I bet you'd even put the spice in there. I bet it was mostly cream and tomato paste for color.
Tomorrow it's too late there. The thing is like I have to go out late, you know?
Why?
Like kind of because you guys are, you know.
What?
And I'm not. I could go after Fajr, I guess, but I'm really tired by that point. And I just like to spend the rest of the time with Salah before we sleep.
He doesn't want to spend time around you. I bet he's not spending time around you. I bet he barely comes over when you yell and scream loud enough to be there. Oh, they're noticing you're not here. You need to be here. So he comes over for 5 minutes, does what he needs to do, and he's gone. I mean, why else would he be there? You do your live streams by yourself. What's he doing in the other room if he is there? He's smoking cigarettes. He's playing video games, being bored. Your live streams are for you. It's not for him. He doesn't want to be there.
So I love bulldog sour cream and cheese. Yeah. I think I could make them more enjoyable because I still have 3 packages.
Lost Soul says, where did all the fruits you purchased go? Rotting in the fridge? Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
So I could do another mukbang, but I'm not going to I'm going to make them less spicy because I don't like crying.
You weren't crying in the last one.
Like people who were like, those were fake. You put tomato sauce. Like I don't cry from tomato sauce. You could clearly see
you weren't crying.
Me crying in the video. So,
and then you wiped your eye with the sauce. And if you had done that, your eyeball would have been on fire. It wasn't on fire, so you lied.
I'm going to mix. The cheese actually did help a little bit take the edge off because when I used to do them, when I did them that one time, I remember it was so bad, like I was choking. So
Lala says you have to make the noodles on camera. Otherwise, yes, that's fake. And you tear up without noodles. Y'all want to see her eat something spicy? Not that I'm saying send her money through PayPal, but if you want to see her eat something spicy, have her do the 1 chip challenge or a ghost pepper or something that she can't fake. Then you'll know it's spicy. Don't trust her words. She's not trustable.
So I think I'll add cream maybe or milk or something in it. You know? No, I don't cry over not spicy noodles, Lala. Never.
Lies. Lies. We just saw the clip from when you were back with BB. You did like the hot noodle challenge and you were crying and you could barely talk and you almost choked on that big mouthful of noodles you put in your mouth.
I highly recommend sour cream or Greek yogurt. And lots of cheese. Yeah, that would work, I think. Yeah. Maybe I'll go let Salah try some of this. Heavy whipping cream. Yeah, I have heavy cream, like just a bit, you know?
Just
and some cheese.
Girlfriend, I saw like 4 cups of cream in with those noodles. It was practically like ramen noodle soup. That wasn't a bit of cream. When I think a bit of cream, I think of like, and done. Not, you're dumping the whole container of cream in there. It wasn't ramen noodles. It was ramen noodle soup.
Thanks, Dawana. I'm ravenous. Peanut butter on pickles. What?
Ew, what?
Follow the Nikocado. What is his recipe? I don't think I've ever seen it. Eat them little at least once a week. Rip. Attacked by Beezin. Oh, somebody's blocking from the rafters. I believe she built up tolerance for spice. Yeah, true. I did a lot since back then. I eat a lot of spicy things. Like when we get like mashawi, like the barbecue mix, and it comes with those long green peppers. I always eat them just like that. Anime doesn't suck, no.
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk about the doxing situation because she knows she did it. She knows she's responsible, and she knows what that led to. Like, she was feeling spiteful, and she likes to feel like she's got power over people, and she thinks that having power over people means I'm going to gather up people's personal information. And it's not, I want to make it clear, I don't think Chantal is digging around for people's personal information. I think there are people around Chantal, connected to Chantal, that they dig up things for her. She's far too lazy to do any research, any homework. So she's got people around that they will do things for Chantal, and she pays them by hit and by damage done. So if she hates a certain person or a group of people, she'll go, I don't like this person or this person or this person or this person. So can you find me some information about this person? And they do the digging and they do the research and they go looking around on the internet for certain people, their family members, their children, where they work. They bring it back to Chantal. She may be paying for the information, or they might be doing it just to get extra bonus points with Chantal. And then she'll come online and act like she did the research, she did the digging, and she's holding some kind of dirt on people. But she knows that she's behind the profile on YouTube that showed not just Perfectly Imperfect's daughter, and the picture was her being an A minor, but also her son, which led to Mama Bear action, Mama Bear claws coming out, and then everybody digging on Salah's family. But to be fair, Chantal, that information was known months ago. It's just that, it was not acted upon until recently. So everything kicked off because of what you chose to do. Again, this is your arrogant attitude at work against you, where you think you can do whatever you want to whoever you like, and there's no consequences for your actions. But you forgot one important detail. You see, you tend to look at people online as they're not even people to you. To you, they're just names on a screen, people that you will never meet in real life. And because you'll never meet them in real life, it won't personally affect you. They're just names on a screen or someone you see on a video or a live stream, but you will never meet up with said people. Therefore, you feel free to hurt said people in whatever way you choose to. But you forgot that Salah and his family, that they are there with you, that they are connected to you on the personal, that they have personal contact with you. You forgot about that. That's an important detail that you missed. That you deciding to step forward and trying to hurt Perfectly Imperfect, that would lead to some kind of retaliation, which involved his family. And nobody in Girl World has a problem with the family. We don't know the family. Nobody has said anything bad to the family. But you brought your mess to their front door. They're not happy with it, especially considering the fact that it's Ramadan, a time of peace and prayer and charitable acts. You're bringing all this mess to their doorstep, and I'm sure that they don't appreciate it. And they're really ticked off. Really ticked off. You brought all of this to them and they don't like it. They don't want to be involved in YouTube like that, which I'm sure led to a conversation between you and Salah, and not a very happy one. And you were told to shut your mouth. Just shut up and don't make things any worse. And I don't know if you're going to learn a lesson from this. I don't think you will, but yeah, you missed that detail. That there's people online doing the live chats, doing their videos. You'll never meet those people. But if you are in a place and around certain people, they do have personal contact with you. and they're going to confront you one way or the other. They're going to do it, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences from them.
Julia. She's sleeping. She was sleeping. Oh my gosh, you guys. She loves her mom.
No, she doesn't. Listen, shut up. I'm a cat mama, y'all. Y'all know that. I got Queen Booger. I love Booger. Booger. She's sleeping. I can tell when a cat is comfortable with a person and when they're not. Julia is not comfortable with Chantal. She hates Chantal. Every time Chantal picks her up, Julia wants to be let down. Y'all see me with Booger. When I do my videos or I do my lives, little girl is like trying to curl up in my arms like a baby because she loves her mother. But Chantal, she don't like you. She may share the same space as you, but given the chance, if you open the door, she'll run out. She don't want to be around you. She hates you. She don't like you. She don't love you.
Hey, Lizzie. Well, she was sleeping with Dad most of the day.
Boom. So if she loves you so much, why is she sleeping with Salah? If you are her favorite person, why isn't she sleeping next to you? Why isn't she curled up next to you? When I go to bed at night, Booger is right there next to me, curled up next to me. As a matter of fact, we got a little ritual at night, y'all. This is how much of a baby Booger is. When I get into bed at night, our little ritual is when I get into bed, she'll claw at the sheets because she wants to get underneath the sheets with me. She wants me to tuck her in. That's a sign of a pet that really loves their owner. Like they want to be as close to them as they can, however they can. So if she loves you so doggone much, you're the favorite person. Why is she curled up next to him and not you? I ask you.
And then she came in to the room and curled up, like she curls up right here on me when I'm sealing. So I have this big ball of fur. And then
you're no. I can already tell that's a lie.
Her head is right here, right beside mine like this.
No, it isn't.
So she'll sometimes put her head up.
How is she going to do that with the CPAP machine mask on? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not making fun of you having a CPAP mask, but I'm just trying to picture it, and the mouth ain't mouthing.
And yawn, and her breath, I go, ew, stinky fish.
How are you? Stop. How are you smelling her breath if you got the CPAP mask on? I would think you wouldn't be able to smell her breath because of the mask on. You're lying again.
Fish you. And I have a new song for her. It goes,
no, don't sing. Don't do it. Don't torture my ears like that. I did not sign up for that.
How does it go again? What?
Forget and then don't remember.
You gotta bite, Mom. It's because you have a stinky bum.
You're projecting. That's you. You're talking about yourself.
It's from Pennington's. Creamy peanut butter. Yeah, you should make a sandwich with it. Drain the fat. Juice. Teardrop. Oh, I missed ya. Nice to see ya.
And you know one of the reasons why Chantal always has to have a pet around, even though she really doesn't like animals or take care of animals, just because of people in her chat that have pets or animal lovers. Like there's a couple of people right now. You get this person, Jack, saying, try a 70-pound Rottweiler laying on you. My Rott thinks she's a lap dog. Aw. With the puppy. Kitty, the puppers thinks he's a puppy. Well, I'll tell you what, Jack, you're one well-protected person. I mean, who wants to mess around with a 70-pound Rottie? Here's another one. Unknown says, my cat is sitting in her computer chair next to mine. She's like my little assistant while I work. So there are pet lovers and animal lovers in her chat. And so Chantal wants to connect with those people in her chat and make it seem like I'm one of you. No, she's not. She hurts animals. This is the same woman who with her car ran over frogs and bunnies, and she neglected BBJ, and she didn't care. She is not the person that y'all think she is, okay? She's not. She doesn't care about animals. She exploits animals.
What's going on? A 70-pound Rottweiler laying on you, my rot. Think she's a lapdog. What's TV? I don't know what TV's like here. I don't have cable.
Cheap.
But, you know.
Gia Jonas says, hey, Chantal, Salah's family all despise you. No lies spoken.
Yeah. Gia Joni, I'm not going to answer that, but
of course, you know they're telling the truth.
I just have to say, you're not right. But even if you are, I don't care who likes me or not.
Even if you are right, I don't care. Because you know that person's right. They despise you. But to be fair, what have you done to make them like you? Are you doing things with the family? Are you there for the family? What have you done? You've done nothing but brought shame and embarrassment and humiliation and anger and rage to the family. Like, it's amazing to me, Chantal, that you have a family back in Canada, your biological natural family. They despise you. And then here you are in Kuwait, whole new family, blank slate. They don't know your history in Canada. You could have started over with these people and made a different impression, and they despise you too. How did you do that? How did you make two completely different families in two completely different countries absolutely despise your presence? Well done. Well done. That is an accomplishment. Where you've got two different families and they both have the same feelings about you because of your bad behavior.
I am me, and if someone's not going to like me, oh well, that's not my problem. That's theirs. You're going to listen while you do dishes? I actually cleaned my whole kitchen today. You want to see? I did all the...
You didn't clean it. I bet Salah did it or somebody else did it, you liar.
Housework. That's why the mop bucket's there, but I finally found a formula to mop my floor and make it shiny, and it's very simple.
Okay. Housewife Chantal coming through.
And it's not something I tried. I thought I tried it, but I guess not. Anyways, I was using this Dettol floor detergent. Then I used this lemon floor detergent cleaner.
How dirty was your floor that it took 3 or 4 attempts to get it clean? What's up with that?
I tried vinegar and water. And then I would wash it once, then wash it twice, then rinse it. Still streaky.
You know what? I am still, y'all help me. I am still confused how the kitchen floor gets so dirty. I'm confused. Help me. I need to understand this. If she doesn't really do anything in the kitchen, she goes to the refrigerator to get her drinks, but she doesn't cook, which should mean that there's not much in the way of dishes. She eats fast food all the time. Why is the kitchen floor so dirty? If she spends very little time in the kitchen, I don't get that.
You know what I have to do now? I just use fairy dish soap, degreasing dish soap, and yeah, and water. So
I figured it out, and all of you are just so uninformed, and I'm telling you what to put on your floors. Nobody follow this formula ever. Dish soap was made for dishes, okay? Not unless you want to have a floor full of bubbles.
Gia Jonah, do I look like I give a shit?
Ooh.
Okay, I'll have one more bite because I feel bad. Like, what if the person who donated...
Gia says they have liked dozens of tweets against you. Your lies are up. What are you doing? Oh, she don't even know. She has no idea.
Okay.
No, look at this mess. I'm just going to say, I'm sure it tastes okay. I'm not judging the taste. I don't know what it tastes like, but what it looks like, ew. It looks like baby poop from a diaper.
Strawberries, pistachio cream.
It looks disgusting.
And then me try this.
No shade on anyone who likes the dessert. I'm sure it tastes better than it looks. I'm just saying, for a live stream where you're supposed to be a foodie and present foods that look good on camera, that wouldn't be a good choice.
Whoa. Yes, baby.
Lord have mercy. Mango Jam Toast says nothing to be proud of. She doesn't care. She doesn't care.
If I die, it was worth it. No, I'm kidding. Hey, John. Dubai chocolate. Strawberries is so good. I want to cry.
Are you having an oh moment, Chantal? Are the fireworks going off? You know, you're feeling those fuzzy feelings down below. Is that what's going on in front of people?
I'm not kidding. I've never had something so good in my life. Oh.
Gia Jonas says 5 days ago you said no sweets. You promised now. You ran 500 calories into your mouth in 1 second. Beezers, you'll learn. And my family's from the South, okay? My grandmother, she was from Kentucky. My grandfather from Tennessee. And then they moved to Florida and had my dad and his 2 brothers. And because I come from a Southern family, you know, you're from the South, you hear, you know, well, bless your little heart. Well, I'm going to say that to her right now. Bless your little heart. When, aren't you adorable? When a Southern person says something like that to you and you're an adult, you're not a child, you're not an animal, it's not a compliment. That's us throwing shade. I'm throwing shade at her right now. Bless your heart. You're so adorable.
It's not ice cream. Have you ever had cookie butter? It's like that, but made with pistachios. It's so good, guys. It made my teeth green. Why are pistachios green anyways? Have you ever had pistachio ice cream, though? It is good. It's a bit cold. It doesn't...
I guess somebody's making fun of anime sucks. Anime doesn't suck, says Dragon Farts. Where are you lurking right now? That's funny.
Doesn't have to be, though. Okay.
You know what I'm noticing, Chantal? I'm seeing more people in your chat that are not members than ones who are members. And I'm not seeing a whole bunch of green names here.
No more sweets for a while.
Sure. Give it about an hour.
I'll be right back.
Okay, this is important. So she's saying, I'll be right back. Do you know what she was going for in the middle of a live stream? She stopped it so she could eat the rest of the dessert. It took her less than 2 minutes. That's what she left for. She wanted to finish the rest of it off. She just got through telling us, oh, this is so good. This is worth unaliving for. You think she's going to leave the dessert alone? She actually stopped the live stream so she could eat the rest of it. She ate a couple of bites on camera, and then she's like, oh, I'll be right back. She was going to eat the rest of it. And then she comes back after she's turning the camera to the wall so nobody can see her eat the rest of it. She just jammed it all in her mouth. So all of you Beezers sponsoring this crap, understand that you're sponsoring her diabetic coma incoming. Not that I'm wishing that upon her, but you guys are. When you pay for that food, you want her to end up in a hospital because it's going to happen. unless something else happens first that's much more lethal. But this is what you guys are paying for. I guess this is what you want. You want something to happen to Chantal, because then you want to be able to say, what happened to our queen? Why isn't she here? And we're the haters. No, we're not. We're not sponsoring nor co-signing on her addiction, but you guys are. The ones that, those of you paying for this crap, you are paying for her to get sick. And she's got a responsibility as an addict to fix her addiction. But in the meantime, nobody should be paying for this crap. And I mean no one.
We should go outside maybe? No.
Brandy Wine says, you found a way to be able to eat whatever you want by doing sponsorships. You can't not do it, right? It's your job. She can do her job another way. I mean, she has a channel. She could do whatever content she likes. And that includes content where she's not hurting herself. She could easily take that path. It's just that she doesn't want to. So everything she's doing right now is a choice. But there's always another choice. If you want to go another way, you can. There's not just one road. There are many. She doesn't like the many. She wants the one.
Yeah, 10 p.m. But mind you, I'm going to be up till 5 or 5:30. Walk by the beach. I want to, but it's late. Do you think the Lulu guy is going to be there?
Oh my God. You just ate that dessert and now you want to go get an ice cream? Gia Jonas says, your chat wants you to fall. I'm saying your own words and they say take a hike. Your members are desperate for you to eat 5,000 calorie cheesecake. Feedies, that's what they do. They stuff the person being fed full of food. They don't care about the health risks. They don't care about the consequences. It's not their body. It's not their pain. It's not their health issues. All they care about is getting their fetish fulfilled for free. And that's exactly what she's doing. This is not a private site where only the feedies can see. This is a public platform. They don't even have to pay a membership. They could just come to YouTube and see it for free and get their rocks off.
But I want to go out too. We haven't gone out in a while, right? For like...
Chantal, you know what you're doing. You know. I mean, come on. You're going to sit there and eat a bunch of food. Your stomach's heavy with a bunch of food, and then you're going to go walking around. That's uncomfortable. And you know that. And you're going to use the fact that you're stuffing yourself full of food as an excuse to not move.
Us? You emailed me? Okay, I'm 60. I'll get back to you shortly. I could not walk alone after 10 p.m. I kind of feel like it is really safe here. I'm not worried about my safety. It's just I'm worried about like jinns. It's a little spooky when you feel a bit tired. Like
at this point, Chantal, I think the jinns would be scared of you because you're the biggest demon in Kuwait right now.
At night, you know.
And I mean that both ways.
No. Hey, Sippy. Do you guys want to go out though? Watching the Oscars? A Palestinian film won. I'm so happy to see that. What were you smelling? What?
Girly Plop Adventure says, true, Gia. They want her to eat until you know what exactly. But this is nothing new. This has been going on for quite a while, y'all. This is not just something that just started. It's been going on for years, and it's only gotten progressively worse. It's just that before, Chantal, she thought she was smart, doing the mukbangs, catering to the feedies, doing the Foodie request on YouTube. This started years ago. I was clocking her years ago in this crap. She didn't like it. She still doesn't like it. I don't care if she likes it. I put the information out there so that people who are watching her content would know exactly what they were looking at, because she was not going to come forward and say something. Somebody needed to say something. I knew the information, so I put it out there so that people in Girl World or the reactors, like, they would recognize it. They would see it. They would see it for what it is. This is not a YouTube channel. This is not YouTube content. This is adult content. The Foodie fetish is an adult fetish content thing. Always has been. But Chantal thought she was smart, thinking, I can just say it's mukbangs. It's not mukbangs. It is a food addict getting high on camera and getting paid for it. Monetizing, glorifying the food addiction in full view of the public, making money off the public to keep the addiction going. The addiction has grown and grown and grown to the point where I don't know if there's ever going to be an end point. There's an end game here. I really don't think so. I don't think we're going to arrive, or she's going to arrive at a point where she says enough is enough. She's never going to say it. She's going to continue to let her addiction grow and grow and grow as long as people are giving her money to keep it going. I mean, the last time I heard about Chantal's food habit and what money she spent on it, she was in Canada. And she said in one live stream that she spent between $4,000 to $5,000 a month on food for herself. This does not include her junk food, her trips to Starbucks, which were frequent. They were daily. Her trips to the dispensary. There's no telling where her food issue is at now. How much money is being spent on it? It's obviously too much for her to handle alone, because now she's coming to people and saying, well, I can't handle the cost, so I'm going to turn to you guys, and it's up to you to keep it going. And the Foodies will keep it going because it's their fetish, and they want to see her eat and eat and eat until she can't do it anymore. Either because she's in a casket or she's in the hospital, whichever comes first. But in the meantime, they're getting their fetish fulfilled.
Okay, Mark, sorry. Can you sleep to avoid fasting? Yeah, but you have to still make up your prayers.
The thing is, though, about the fasting and sleeping, if you go to bed with a full tummy, which she does, because she's constantly eating, she doesn't know what it is to be hungry. If you go to bed with a full stomach, while you're sleeping, everything slows down. Your metabolism slows down, like digestion slows down. So, like, if you go to bed with, like, you're overstuffed, you're full of food, you're not burning off the calories, but it's going to take a long time for that food to digest. So, in essence, when you're sleeping, your stomach is not really empty. It's not even close to being empty. It's still full. And because you're sleeping, it's going to take longer for that food to kind of move through you. So in essence, Chantal has a full stomach the entire time she's sleeping. So that's not really considered fasting.
If you miss one. But I do it, like, we usually go to bed after Fajr, so, like, for Ramadan. Daytime beach? What are gins? Mary, you're so cute. It's a jinn, Jinn, it's a mythical being in the Arab world. Hey, strawberries, you did. Yeah, we have a mosque right here, so we hear the adhan. It's called the adhan, the call to prayer. And they're beings. I don't know how you would describe it. Are they evil? Not really, right? They're like ghosts, kind of. I don't know. I don't even really know what they are, but. Oh, roast sounds good. You know what I'm craving? Like a big fat piece of beef, like steak.
She just ate that dessert. She just ate that really big filling dessert and she's not hungry. This is what I'm talking about. Like the food addiction is out of control. She just ate something and she ate a lot of it. And her mind is already on what's next? What's next? What's next? What else can I eat? What other food is out there? I have to go get it. Whatever it is. I need this, and this. This is what addiction does to you. Whatever you get, it's not enough. You need more, 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 more. She's always needing more. She never stops eating until she goes to sleep. And then she wakes up and she starts it all over again. That's why she needs to go home and get checked into inpatient. Because this is too much.
I want to go to a steakhouse. Who wants to sponsor a steakhouse?
You want it so bad, you pay for it. This live was all about somebody sponsoring you to eat a dessert. So somebody pay for the dessert, you can't pay for your own steak? How broke are you?
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
Misty Cal. I know people are thinking, what a grifter.
You are. And the crazy thing is, your Beezers are letting you get away with it. They're actually buying into it. They're sending you money on PayPal. Like, why are y'all letting her get away with this crap? Seriously, like, why?
Well, a lot of, if you look, like Tracy said, if you look at Gordy's Eats, somebody sponsored a $200 mukbang.
Well, that's not you. So don't try to make it you. That's not you. That is so not you. And you know what, Chantal? You're such a taker. You take all the time. That's all you do is take. You don't give back. How about you reach in your own pocket, take out some of the money, and you sponsor for one of your Beezers to go out to dinner? Hey, what a novel idea. Instead of asking them for money, take some money out of your pocket and go, I'm going to give away a gift card to a restaurant in the States somewhere. Somebody out there is going to get this gift card. I'm going to send it to them. Dinner is on me. You know, nice dinner for two, maybe. You and a friend. Why not do something nice for your Beezers?
And, I mean, it's entertainment. So if somebody wants to.
It's not entertainment. I'm sorry. You can go get screwed with that. You sponsoring and having other people sponsor your addiction. I'm sorry. It's not entertainment to me. This is too much. This is not entertainment. You are abusing the platform. And the crazy thing is YouTube is letting you get away with it. And I don't know why.
Help out and sponsor one. Why not? I don't see what the big deal is. Honestly, doing food content can get expensive all the time. But
that's your problem. You chose to do food content. That is your issue. You chose the kind of content that you're doing on your channel. Therefore, it is your responsibility to gather all equipment and all supplies and all tools related to said content. And if you can't, then maybe do other content, something a little bit cheaper, something within your price range. Nobody should be helping you with the food. They're not eating the food. They're not digesting the food. Why is it their issue?
But a Sizzler salt-based steakhouse, I heard it's not that good. I don't know if that's true or not. Demons on Christianity weren't inherently evil or good either. Steak wars. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If somebody did, that would be cool. Have you had halva? Yes, I have. Yeah, many times. Yum, peach cobbler. That sounds good. Teardrop. I'm hosting a wine dinner at Ruth's Chris. $200. They can be Muslim or not Muslim. There's info about the Mansura gin and the
Chantal, a steak dinner would not be up your alley anyway. You don't like a lot of protein. You don't like to chew your food. You like to swallow your food. You can't exactly swallow a whole steak down your throat without choking. So, steak idea, bad idea.
The Quran. I got to read that. Dragon Brat Boy, what is that? Do they have vegan restaurants? I think so, Rebe. I haven't looked into that though. Hey, Bridge, maybe Dusty. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Big Eye Appetite. Yeah, they get sponsored meals all the time too. And they're not small, and people have nothing to say about that.
So I guess word has gotten around about Anime Sucks in his Twitter account. Unknown says anime is obsessed with dragon farts. It's all over his Twitter. Again, he's an oddball. Most feedies, they like to be in the dark, but anime is a bit different. He's very open with who he is, which could prove to be not good for Chantal, because if he ever decided to go against her for whatever reason, if she really ticked him off, he knows about Girl World, doesn't he? He knows about the reaction channels. He knows about all of us. So if he knows any dirt on you, Chantal, he could expose you. He could expose you. And I have an interesting question for you, Foodie. We've seen the pictures of Anime Sucks on Twitter, what he supposedly looks like. My question to you is, have you seen him in the real? Meaning, have you seen him on, say, live, and you made sure that it's unfiltered? Because this guy knows his way around a computer. He knows about anime art. He creates anime art. He knows about AI. He knows about filters. He knows a lot more than you do about computers. He can easily put together a picture that appeals to you. And another thing, since I'm sure the two of you talk off of YouTube, through text messages and phone calls and whatnot, and he knows about your ex, Natter, then he knows what you like. He knows your aesthetic. He knows what appeals to you. So isn't it strange? Isn't it funny, Chantal? Isn't it amazing that this guy, Anime Sucks, has pictures where he looks a lot like Natter? Is that really him? Are you sure? Or could it be that this is the image that he created to appeal to you because he wants to get into your good graces? I'd be checking that out if I was you. He knows what you kind of look like. I mean, not all the way you use filters, but I'm just saying, like you, the catfish queen, could be getting catfished. But if that happens, I won't be mad about it because you will deserve it.
Yeah. Right, Mary? They think they're going to get pinky rages from me. Not going to happen ever again. Anime is obsessed with dragon farts. It's all over his Twitter. What?
And I won't even tell you what's on the website attached to his Twitter, because there's like a little link that you can click on, which leads to a website. I won't even tell you what's on there, y'all, but it's pretty explicit. A lot of furry action, if you know what I mean.
You should shack up with Veronica.
I'm starting to think that, I don't know for sure. This is just a theory, and follow me. So we know that Anime Sucks. He's a furry. He even says he's a furry. I'm not wrong saying that. He's a furry. He likes the furry thing. He's into bigger ladies. He's into anything really, really big. And he's also into farting. So with that in mind, Veronica, she's known for farting on cakes. So I'm wondering if the farting on cakes has something to do with anime. If maybe that was content that he asked her to do for him. Because he's a guy, he likes farts. And Chantal will fart for him. So if Veronica and Chantal shared a client between them, and it was anime, if that's who she was talking about, and she farted on a cake, could it be because anime asked her to? Because that's what he's into. I'm wondering that.
I like my steak cooked slightly pink in the middle. I wish I was joking. Can we please get a pinky rage? No. Hey, Becca, if you guys want to sponsor a rage.
So what happened to no more rages? Then you turn around and go, if you want a rage, pay for it. Why would anybody pay for a rage? It won't be a real rage. Just wait, y'all. Just wait. Nobody pay for a rage. Just wait. Things are about to turn around real quick and you'll get the rages for free. Just give it about a month.
$400. No rage, please, right? $4.99. If that makes your day, Fern, $4.99. That might be worth it, right? How much to sponsor a pinky rage? What would I be raging about?
Unknown says, what? $400 and you were doing it for free? Exactly. Why y'all gonna pay for something that she gave away for free? What's that old saying? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Just wait. The milk is incoming. I promise. It's coming and it's going to be glorious. We're going to have fresh milk and it's going to be wonderful. Just give it some time. Just don't rush it. If we're going to get a rage, I want it to be authentic. I want it to be genuine. I want it to be real. Don't pay for a rage.
And probably $400.
No paying for it.
American Gothic? Yes. Percy, yes. Rob wants to ride on the swing. Rob wants to ride on the swing. Sure, she plays a character named Fanny.
Nostune says, don't you get more super chats during rages? Yeah, she does. I mean, I don't know if she'd get $400 for a real rage, but she does still get super chats. And since her rages are monetized, she gets money from that too. So either way, she's getting paid for the rages. So why should anybody pay for it? You know?
A friggin' 50-year-old friggin' weirdo. Yeah, I love that movie. Showing marriage certificate? I have no idea. I'd have to ask Salah about that. I don't think anyone would pay $400, so it's not going to happen anyways.
Nope, because we're going to wait and we'll get the real thing for free. When you go back to Canada, I'm sure, Chantal, you're going to let it all out. You're going to be away from Salah, away from his family. You're going to be back home. You're going to need money. You're going to rage for free because you know that's the money makers. On top of your mukbangs, that's the money makers, always has been. So just wait, y'all. Just let the milk settle. We'll get the real stuff later.
No, I'm not counting tonight to 100, Fern. No, sorry. If you want to sponsor me counting to 100, Fern.
She just, like, any idea, like, you want to do this? You want to do this? You want me to do this on camera? Pay. Ridiculous. Embarrassing. Miss 100K channel. Are you serious? Just doing simple things requires money? We're supposed to be the vultures? You see us doing this nonsense? No, it's you. 100K channel for what? What is it? You know, Chantal, I'm glad you're doing this. I'll tell you why. Because you're proving a point. Here's the point. The point is, when you're a channel, you can't look at the number of subscribers as this channel is successful. This person who is the content creator must be well off. If they got a 100K channel, they must be doing extremely well. You can't look at the sub number. And to further prove the point, there are reaction channels that are not even like half of Chantal's size, not even a third of her size, and they're doing much better as far as making money, as far as engagement, as far as the number of people in their live chats and the thumbs up. Their numbers look a lot better than hers. She's over here with a 106K channel and begging for money. So I guess it's not about the sub number. I guess it's about the engagement, how active people are on your channel, like what they're doing, how involved they are with the channel. I guess that's the lesson for the day.
You can hit up my PayPal. A try-on haul? Dressed modestly. I'm thinking about it. Was a teen in year 78. Can you eat a pineapple and Mountain Dew and do a good impression? Sponsored one. No, I'm just joking. I kind of want to go out, but
No, you don't.
I kind of want to seal at the same time. What do you guys think?
You know what I think? I think you're going to do whatever it is your feedies want you to do. And I'm going to take an educated guess. Knowing the feedies and how they work, they don't want to see you do any kind of activity where you're moving and burning calories. They want to see activities where you are gaining weight and, accumulating calories. They want the calories to go in and stay in, not come out, not be burned off. So no moving, no running, no jogging, no swimming, no exercising. Just lay down on the couch, be comfortable, gain some more weight, get bigger, get unhealthy for them. That's what they're paying for. So if you got big money whales like Anime Sucks, that his fetish is you getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and more unhealthy. Like you are fulfilling his fetish. He's paying you to fulfill his fetish. So if he says lay down, you're going to lay down and you're not going to get up. You're going to follow wherever the money tells you to go. That's what you're going to do.
Hidden Sapphire. There's no Outback strawberries. There's only a friggin' Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse would cost probably, it depends what you get, but probably about 13 KD. It's expensive for steak here. Probably 10 KD for a steak dinner to 13 KD.
Yeah, and as far as steak goes, like I know everybody has their preference for steak, but like I'd say medium well, medium rare is good. If you overcook a steak, it just makes it tough.
How long was it out for? 10 hours. Oh my gosh. He must be resilient. Please leave the apartment. I'm begging you. Can we get
people in chat are saying, go out, do something, go walk, just get out of the house. She's not gonna. You guys just sat there and watched her eat a freaking dessert. You think she's gonna leave now? Her tummy's full.
a halal meat platter, Bees? Halal meat platter. What would that be? Like mashawi? Like barbecue? I don't like it. Salah always wants to get mashawi, and I'm always like, I don't know why I'm turned off of it all of a sudden. Let's go look for new hijabs. No, it's not spring, is it?
It is. It's spring, Chantal.
Oh, yeah. I need lighter hijabs, yeah. Bigfoot sniping. How much would it cost for you to be vegetarian for a whole week? No, Stune. I don't know. Make me an offer.
Again, everything for sale. She's so shameless.
Show us Julia. Haven't seen her in forever. I can go get her. Hold on.
And all of you Beezers that she's telling you to sponsor the meal, keep in mind she's going to elevate the price. Because in the past, Chantal, when she did a Foodie request, this is the way she would structure it. You are giving her money to cover the food, of course, but she's also going to add extra on top of that, to make a little on the back end. Because she wants a little bit extra. She doesn't just want the food. She wants to get paid to eat the food and then turn around and double dip, put it on YouTube and make even more money with it. You're paying her to make content on YouTube to make money off of. Do you get that? That's how it works.
Do it, Mom. You have a stinky bum.
And she's already making money on YouTube when she puts the video up, whatever it may be. So she's making money both ways.
Baby, the people want to see you. You left your breakfast from this morning. Why? And then people are going to follow her on TikTok? Like she's just going to come back like, hey, I have some advice for you. Get out of here, B. Get out of here. Like what? I might go outside. Yeah, we'll see. Petroleum jelly goes over the lotion. Oh, okay. I'll try that because I put it after. Like I mixed a bit with.
Okay, this comment right here, Lost Soul, says, Chantal, what do you have to say about the entire Salah's sister liking comments? I'm glad you said that, Lost Soul, because it points something important out. Because Chantal came online and she says that girl world that we're going after Salah's family, that people are leaving hateful comments. Well, if that were the case, why is Salah's sister liking the comments? The comments that I saw on Twitter, they were supportive of Salah's sister. The comments that I saw were in the text of, you seem like a very lovely woman and you're very talented and driven. It is such a shame that Chantal has brought such humiliation and embarrassment to your family. They were supportive of the family. They weren't putting the family down or being hateful. Like everybody in girl world acknowledges, like we know enough about the family to know that everybody in that family, except for Salah, they're very professional people. They've got things going on for themselves. Like they've got jobs. They are very motivated. And yet then there's Salah. Salah seems to be like the oddball of the family, that he doesn't have stuff going on for himself. He's not working. He's lazy. He's an oddity in the family. But if girl world were being hateful to the sister, why would she be liking the comments?
My moisturizer. So, are we shisha beezing? No. Casey Anthony is so hated. I cannot believe it. Yeah. Even men in prison get love letters. It's insane. I know. Oh, he's so hot. There's a lot of hot guys out there that don't murder people.
I hate to bring this up. You know what? I don't hate to bring this up. Chantal, the guy that you were so wrapped around, that you were obsessed with, that you were desperate to claim you and marry you, he stabbed some people. And you knew about it. And something mysterious happened to his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend that could have been your twin sister. I guess her name, I remember her name was Delphine. Something mysterious happened to Delphine before you came in the picture. But he's also known for stabbing people. And yet you're okay with that. And yet you continue to see him and be obsessed with him. So I'm just saying.
No way. Same here, Barbara. She has advice. Yeah, it's like whenever that loser guy, what's his name? The other guy that got away with murder. He wrote a book. Hey, Moldy Baloney. Hey, Chanji. She should be rotting in a cell, yeah. Did you ever try Pinalem tea? No, what is that? Okay, what are we going to do? I have to go ask. I have to go convince. I'm kind of lazy, though, guys.
Kind of.
Should I go out?
She doesn't want to go out.
Let's go feed the cats.
It's the same stuff all the time. Should we go feed the cats? We know what that is going to lead to, because she never goes out and just feeds the cats. It's all about, while I'm out feeding the cats, let me go and get something to eat. While I'm feeding the cats, let me just make a detour over to the Lulu Man, or make a detour to a fast food restaurant, just because I'm passing by the places and I can smell the food and see the signs. That's the perfect reason to go to them. Everything she does has to involve some kind of food reward at the end.
O.J. Simpson.
This idiot. Ryu says, "Hi, Foodie. Could you give a Kuwaiti budget for possibly cooking homemade bannock or butter tart desserts? Hope to sponsor request soon." So, Ryu, she's a diabetic, bad health problems, high blood sugar, to the point where she's on max doses of diabetic medication, and you want to sponsor her to eat desserts. Well done. You're one of those people that you want to see her end up in the hospital. Yeah, you guys really care for her.
Rayu, hi Foodie. Could you give a Kuwaiti budget for possibly cooking homemade tortilla, bannock, or butter tart desserts? Hope to sponsor request soon. Oh, thank you, Rayu. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh boy. I don't know, Rayu. I would have to add up the ingredients. Like what would you want to make just one of the make a tortilla or butter tarts? Of all of those, I would rather make a tortilla, I think, because it's savory.
No, you wouldn't. You would give a price that would cover both and then make 2 videos out of it, because that's what you do. You're a double dipper. You would inflate the price so you could buy more ingredients to make 2 dishes and profit off of both.
It depends. I could get decent, good quality ground beef for just under 3 KD for a pack. I have flour. I can make my pie crust with flour and oil. I don't know. It wouldn't cost that much, actually.
Chantal, I do wonder if you come on camera and you deliberately overeat because you like for people to feel, you like for them to worry over you. You like for people to worry over you or worry over something connected to you, like your pets. You want people to worry about you, Julia, everything. You want to be the center of attention, and you use drama and stress and worry to achieve that. You got people in the chat telling you to stop eating and, oh my God, what are you doing? And they care about you to some extent. They don't want to see something bad happen to you, but they're not getting it. You don't care about yourself. If you did, you wouldn't be doing this live in front of them. There's more care in the chat than you have within yourself. And you exploit that. You exploit that negative emotion. You exploit stressing everybody out. You want that to happen. You cause that to happen. But understand, Chantal, that you can burn somebody out doing that. And once a person or people get sick of being stressed out, they have to walk away. They're like, I can't take this anymore. I can't watch this person unalive themselves. Little by little, it's too much. I want to get on YouTube and enjoy myself. I don't want to worry. I don't want to get on YouTube to worry. I don't want to get on YouTube to stress out. I want to get on YouTube and find great channels with great content where I can actually have a laugh and enjoy myself. And this content is not enjoyable. It is stressful. It's depressing. I can't. You push people to that point to where they have to leave because they just can't take anymore.
My friggin' cheap ass. Maybe I can just make, I don't know, whatever you want, Rayu. You guys can also check the apps, Sugar pie, yeah, it was good. Tortilla is a meat pie, a Canadian meat pie. So it's like a pie, like normal pie crust, but you put beef. It depends. Some people put mix of pork and beef. I won't be doing that. I think the traditional has pork and beef. My mom puts when she.
If you guys over there, if you care about Chantal at all, stop feeding her. Stop feeding her. You know what? I'll take it one further. Stop feeding her addiction. Stop funding the addiction. If you care, you'll stop. Those of you that care, don't talk about food. Don't sponsor the food. Don't do it. She's making enough on YouTube. She's not going to starve, I promise. She's got food. She's fine. She's not sitting in a house with bare cupboards and a bare refrigerator. She's got food. She's got access to food. She's not going to starve if you guys don't send her donations. She's all right. I mean, she must be all right if she's over 500 pounds and she's eating takeout every day. She must be all right because people who are low on money don't spend it on fast food. That's the last thing you do. So if you care, stop contributing to the addiction. Stop. Just stop.
She makes one for me separate, like with no pork. She puts ground beef, cream of mushroom soup. I would probably put a gravy in mine, like beef gravy.
I mean, people may be looking at me funny right now, like, why am I saying this? I don't like Chantal. I will never like Chantal. She's evil. She's vile. Nothing is going to change my mind on that. Nothing. But y'all got to understand, I am a food addict. Not active, but I still went through that. And as someone that I'm on the recovery side of the addiction, seeing Chantal, who is not on the recovery side, I don't support someone supporting an addict, any addiction. It shouldn't be done. All right, I've experienced both sides of the addiction coin, being an addict myself and one of my family members dying from addiction. I've seen both of those. And that's why I'm speaking out against it. I don't like her. I don't have to like her to speak out against somebody funding somebody else's addiction. It's wrong. It's so wrong. This is wrong. Her abusing the platform is wrong. You know, grifting her beezers for money is wrong. Using them to fund her addiction, also wrong. And these idiots doing it, wrong. It's wrong all the way around. And it's YouTube. It's their fault for not shutting this down. They could shut it down. Would it stop her from being an addict? No. She's going to continue to be an addict. And she's going to do whatever it is she needs to do to get it fed one way or the other. But it would cut off the faucet. It would shut down the portal to get her in front of more feedies that will send her more food that they're pushing her to go into a hospital or a casket. It would cut it off. So part of this is on them. She's the addict. It's her responsibility to get healthy. She's not interested, but it's up to YouTube to shut off the faucet, to shut this down, to just course correct. It's their platform that she's using to do these things. They have the power to shut off the faucet. It's not going to stop her from going on things like Cameo and doing things because she's got that faucet too, but at least it will shut a big faucet down to where no more grifting, no more money, no more food coming through. She might still have the fees, contact her on PayPal and Instagram, but the big faucet needs to get shut off.
Yes, yeah, strawberries it is. Anna! Oh, hi, Anna! Thank you, Anne. Wait, did I miss Anna? Oh, hi, Marie Kelly. Sorry, I missed a bunch of people. Hugo. I'm using Lash Princess. Candace. I missed Candace. Hardy's Bees. GirlTube. Where's Anna?
You Pumpkin Pie says, please, everyone, name something to do that is not food. Please, anything. They're not going to do it, Pumpkin Pie. Pumpkin Pie, you're fighting a losing battle. You are in the minority of people that want to see her healthy. The majority of people do want to see her unhealthy. You need to realize that fast.
No, I didn't. I can't go to Hardee's tonight. Tomorrow, maybe. Because I already had bazooka. I already had fast food. 24-hour stream? Strix, does he like pâté chinois? He does, but he finds the corn in it weird. I don't know why. Thanks, Anna G. Ready, set, bees. Whoever got the thing. Can we go feed the cats? Yeah, strawberries. Oh, yeah, of course. If they're long gone. Long ago.
You know what she's doing? She's literally sitting in front of her camera, waiting for people to send her money. She's literally advertising herself as like, I'm here to run my live stream as long as possible, get the Google AdSense money from that, but I'm also here to advertise myself. I'm hoping that people will spend money, lots of money through PayPal, which means free food, which means requests, which means I can funnel those over to private content. She's not interested in doing true content. She's not here to entertain people. She's just here to keep her camera on and advertise herself and talk about the PayPal and make more money that way.
62 cups of rice. Why do I have weirdos in my chat? I'm just joking. I love being weird. We're all weirdos. Yella. Sue Brooke. Oh, hi, Sue Brooke. Can you collab with Hecate's daughter and drag Breezy and others? Oh, it's tempting, but... Hey, Michelle. I don't feel like wasting my breath, you know? Oh, yeah. I have 2 fans going. Hey, Becca. Did I say hi to you? I think I did, eh? Let's go feed kitties. The same ones. I want to feed. I want to see if the dogs are around, but I don't want them to attack me. Yeah. Ew, Kelly, really? Big Korean? Like what? I seem happier? Yeah. No, she won't even go on the ground, Soda. Salah brought her outside and tried to put her down, and she was like hanging on to him. She's scared of outside. Pet store. Batman, what is that? Show us the toucan. that pet store is so far away. There's no way.
You booger.
Yeah, I'm staying up. Are some hated criminals Paul Bernardo, Luca Magnotta? I especially hate Luca Magnotta with a passion because he kills cats.
You tried to kill one.
Can you explain how the pricing works for requests? What I paid just for the items I requested?
Ow, booger.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ow.
Yeah, kinda. It depends what you want, like, you know.
This live stream was all about just advertising for PayPal. That's all it was. Her sitting there and just waiting for people to ask about different requests and what to send, what money to send to PayPal.
The loup-garou. Yeah, werewolf, eh? Would I start a podcast? Maybe. I just don't know what I would talk about. Take your dragons for rides. How much do you prefer when sending in a mukbang request? It depends on the food, Bear. Like, you know, Like if somebody's requesting like food at that Mexican place, it's going to be more expensive than, So it's really just like if somebody really wants me to do a specific restaurant, just like let me know what on the menu you want and just send, that amount. Basically.
Plus more. She wants more than just the food money.
My PayPal link. I can't put a link here. Can a mod put a link? I don't know. Yeah, long story short, it's
again, like what did I say? I just said this 4-hour live stream was all about it wasn't about doing entertaining content for YouTube. No. This is about screw YouTube, screw their 30%. I'm just going to use this open free platform, my channel, to pull people onto PayPal and get money that way. I don't want to give YouTube their money. I want to keep it all for myself, greedy.
PayPal.me/FoodieB. I can ask a lot too. Hold on. How much for you to just eat lettuce for 24 hours? Just lettuce for 24 hours? I would do it for $50.
It doesn't cost $50 to buy lettuce.
No, maybe less. I don't know. That would be kind of hard. Do you eat lamb head and brain? No! Cleo, you're right. No, I don't eat that. Ew, rotted fish. Like $5? No! I need the pain and suffering fees.
Rex the Dragon says, YouTube is so greedy wanting a cut when you use their platform. She didn't mind before. She didn't mind giving YouTube their cut, but that's when she was making much more money, when she was pulling in 20, 30 grand a month. Yeah, she made that much during Crackhead Olympics for a few months. But even when she wasn't making that much, she was still doing really, really well. But that was because she was live streaming 10 to 12 hours a day. I know, because I was there trying to react to her, and it was a task. Trust me, it was. But we all have to give up 30%. All of us smaller channels, we give up 30%. Do you see us crying about it? Are we complaining? Are we trying to be shiesty and pull people on PayPal? No, but Miss Big Channel over here is doing it because she's so broke and because her food addiction is so out of control. How sad is it, Chantal? The smaller channels, we tip our hat to YouTube. We're like 30%. Okay, that's fair. Because we understand that they do the advertising, they provide the platform, they are entitled to their cut. It's the way you do business. You got to do fair business. But you're being very unfair and very shiesty and very under the table about it.
Lettuce is cheap. Not here. You were so brave to try the jumping shrimp. Yeah, well, I love crunchy veggies, Anna, yeah. Lettuce with added ingredients. He did the balut video. Did he barf, Barbara? Haggis. Hey, Heather, I heard haggis is good. Yeah, Malona, yeah. Yeah, maybe a couple's mukbang. I will help the food bank in Manchester. Too much poverty. Awesome, Baked Korean. Good on you. That's awesome. There is a lot of poverty.
So Soda and Sadness says, so why are we just paying for your food if you won't eat what we request? Well, because if you send it through friends and family, she gets to keep the money, whether she does a request or not. There's no refund. That's part of the scam. If you request something, she doesn't necessarily have to do it. She can just pocket the money. She could just rip people off that way. There's no getting the money back once it's sent. And you guys should learn your lesson. With the person who paid for the fiery noodles, she didn't eat the fiery noodles like she was supposed to. She did not eat the fire sauce. You would have known if she did. She put a bunch of cream in there, maybe a little bit of tomato paste to make it look like it was fiery noodles, but she cheated. So if she'll do that with fiery noodles, imagine what she'll do to the rest of the request. Are you sure you want to pay money for someone who's a cheat?
It's sad. Trumping shrimp was an experience. No, yeah, I'm gonna eat what you request, Soda.
Lies. I wouldn't trust her.
But if I can't do the request, I just refund. So
No, you don't.
you're not losing out money.
Lies.
Random companies sponsor tubers and vloggers. Why not the fans? It's a good way to support someone you watch daily. I pay streaming app, same thing. Yeah, and you don't have to. If you really want to see something specific, you know. Yeah. I don't know. I think why not, you know? Lettuce has no nutritional value. Yeah, Lizzie. Well, pawnee worms. Actually, bugs are not halal, and I don't think they have them here. I'm not sure, but no. Any sponsorship should at least be $25. Yeah, it depends, but hey, Star.
It depends, but she'll take whatever she can get. She's got a trip to plan, y'all. That's why she's doing this. Her visa run is at the end of the month, so she's trying to stack the money before she goes.
Lettuce has fiber and water. Actually, it does have vitamin K as well. No, I didn't. I didn't watch the Oscars. You were mad? We watched the movie Feast Teardrop. It's so disgusting. Hey, Katie.
Mitzi Call Kismet says, it just comes across very confusing, like hidden prices. Couldn't Allah do a spreadsheet with pricing so people are clear? You would think so, but she's deliberately keeping the pricing vague so she can just up the price when she feels the person has more money and lower it when she feels like maybe they're low on money.
Hey, Kate.
It's like walking into a store with no prices on the merchandise. The person who's selling can charge whatever they want. And you, the consumer, they may take a look at you and size you up and down and figure out, like, how much money do I think they have? I'll base the price on that versus the real cost of the item.
Ew! I was grossed right out. Even Salah, we were cringing. Oh, man, I never saw that movie. Yeah, you did. I want to try halal, guys.
So Jack asked a very good question. Or is it Jackie? Sorry, Jackie. Says, I know you don't like doing the members only streams because they don't get a lot of views. But what is a perk you can commit to giving members? Good question. What perk can you give the members, Chantal? What are you willing to give back for all that you take?
No, I'm pretty straightforward with the prices. Like, it just usually people just say, some people will just send, like, you know, an amount sometimes, like, and be like, you know, get whatever you want, something fast food or whatever, and it usually covers it. So, oh, butt chugging. But yeah, no, I'm not. If it's something gross or stupid, too stupid, I'll just refund it. It's funny, yeah. It's like comedic. Hey, Uncle BB Munson. Iceberg, not so much yet.
What the heck is butt chugging? What is that? You know what? I got to go find out. I have to go find out. One moment. You ever have a moment where you look something up and you're sorry that you did? I'm having that moment right now. So somebody brought up butt chugging and I'm like, what the heck is that? I've never heard of it. Here's the definition. Look, if I'm seeing it, you guys have to see it. And you can thank the people on Twitter for teaching me this. This is their fault. Butt chugging, also known as alcohol enemas or boofing, is the act of introducing alcohol into the rectum and colon through the anus. It can lead to serious health consequences. Ew! Butt chugging bypasses the body's first pass metabolic effect, which allows for higher blood alcohol concentrations, BAC. The body can't get rid of toxins by vomiting. Sounds dangerous. Nobody do this. This sounds really dangerous. Don't do that, y'all. Don't try that.
It has fiber and water, but yeah, not much. Sweet pea, oh no. Do they have seafood boils? I think so, but they're expensive.
Sam G says, but then we're basically become feedies if we're giving you money to eat. Precisely. So she's got people that are willing, open feedies, like that's their fetish, and she's got them on board. And the rest of you beezers, that maybe you don't have the food fetish. You're not a feedie per se. She's in a subtle way turning you into feedies. You know, you may not have the fetish. It may not be your thing. It doesn't have to be. The result is still the same. You are still giving her money for food so she can eat on camera, which is exactly what she wants to do. You're kind of being tricked into acting like feedies without actually having the fetish.
What's your limit for what anime doesn't suck? I ate jumping worms. No, jumping shrimp. Ugh. Yeah, it was cringe. They tasted good though. It was just their little shells.
Do you know why she did the whole jumping shrimp thing in the first place? It's because it was a trend on TikTok. She wanted to go viral. She's always wanted to go viral. That's why she's always done stuff on her channel that relate to viral trends on TikTok. If there's a popular food, oh, she's got to eat it. The whole the Kuwait chocolate bar, that's been like a hot trend for a minute. I don't know how hot it is right now, but that's been trending for a minute, and she decided to do it on camera. But the fiery noodles was also like a hot viral trend. Like the jumping shrimp, that was a trend. She's all over TikTok looking for what people are searching for, what videos are going viral, and she includes that in with her content because she's like, oh, if I'll do it, it'll take off. I'll make a bunch of money. Oh, no, you won't. You never have.
Lobster mac and cheese. Feast is gross. Did you see it, Bear? Only food from scratch? Okay. Pickle soup. I love it. I tried it once. Watercress? Yeah, we have watercress here a lot. Time warps. I know I'm craving big fat crab legs. Star, you should watch it maybe if you like it. My obsession with Twisty Misty. Yeah. You know that most of it was because I like the name Twisty Misty? Jackie, mostly just the emojis that nobody uses. But yeah, I gotta plan some kind of like extra content, I guess. But you're an official Beezer, if you remember. Isn't that enough?
No, it's not. Oh, you're paying your membership and you get to talk to me. Isn't that enough? No, it's not. You're basically saying, I'm not doing nothing for y'all. You're paying a membership. You're giving me your money. You should be happy about the privilege of your name being in green. Although YouTube is responsible for that, not me. I'm not doing anything to promote that. No, it's not enough.
Hey, Catherine, what's up? Crab is healthy. Just measure the butter sauce. There's a feast part 2. I haven't seen it. I have a bit of a headache.
That's your problem. Maybe it's because of all that sugar you just ate.
Ew. How about we go out tomorrow? Feast it's about a bunch of people, bunch of idiots, if you ask me, who get stuck in a tavern bar together and they have to fight off these like, I'll feed gravy, $300. Oh, Spawn 2. Wow. Jeez. All these movies coming out years later. It's been 5 days. How do you know? You friggin' buzzers. Oh, really lurking here? Yikes. She does still eBay, yeah. Unknown. PayPal? Okay, let me check.
And this is the part where her live stream is going. And somebody's saying, I sent you money through PayPal. So she's actually stopping the live stream to go check her PayPal in the middle of the live stream. Tacky. Very, very tacky. She could check this later, but she's so concerned about money. She's like, oh, wait a minute. I just got money. I have to go see it's there. She's so happy that somebody sent her money. She's going to stop the live stream. Like, stop the presses. Somebody sent me $30. I have to go check that it's there. If I don't check now, it's going to disappear. Pathetic.
Ginger! Thank you! Oh my gosh.
They must have sent her a lot of money.
Stupid filters on. Thank you so much for that donation. Wow. Okay, Cheesecake Factory it is. You mean you want us to go in there?
Oh boy, wait a minute. Put the brakes on. Cheesecake Factory? That's not cheap. The last time that Chantal went to the Cheesecake Factory, she bought, what, 60 to 80 bucks worth of food? And you got to know, because of the Cheesecake Factory, what's at the Cheesecake Factory? Desserts. You think she's going to get a simple meal without desserts? Oh, no. She's going to load up.
Or order it. If there's copyright music, I might have to order it here. Is that okay? Yeah, thank you. Cheesecake Factory. I'll message you back on there after. Is there anything you want me to get in particular? Oh, a teardrop. Thank you, my love. Love you too, Teardrop. I do so much. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I had some leftovers for your husband. Inside, if you can, entree and dessert. Entree, that's a main meal, right?
So we're talking about a $50, $60 meal.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Teardrop.
Or in Chantal's case, 70 to 80.
So generous. Teardrop does her fair share in modding. She gets away scot-free. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Kuwaitis can travel to Greece with a visa. Maybe, meal prep. We talked about it. Entry. An entree is a main dish, right? Can you sponsor $5 for me for a Jello pudding mukbang? I want to get key lime cheesecake. Yum. Okay, we'll have to do that. I'll have to see. I really hope they don't play music. That's the only problem.
What does it matter? If you went into the restaurant and there's copyrighted music, big deal. Big deal. You regardless of YouTube, and if they pick up on the copyrighted music, you've already made money. Somebody's sending you money to go eat food, which you like to do anyway. So they've already paid. You've already made money. Greedy. You want your meal paid for, and you also want to make money on YouTube and get super chats. You're being way too greedy with yourself, lady. You need to slow your roll.
Maybe they don't. Okay, we'll try to eat inside, Ginger. Foodie meet and greet. Where? Here in Kuwait? Cheesecake Factory bees. Actually, I would be less afraid to do a meet and greet here. Can you ask them to turn down the music? If there's like hardly anybody there, then yeah, probably. So maybe we can go at an off time. Yay, Ginger! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And she did like to poo up the stairs. I don't know why.
Moving on.
Metformin makes you sure. It does. Hey, Sue Brooke, your bees are now ready, set bees, thanks to Anna G. Signs of bipolar? I don't know, probably. I have extreme highs, extreme lows, and like all these, my impulsiveness is like ruins my life, so it must be something bad. Your tummy hurt? Yeah, Samantha, my tummy hurts from it too.
I don't think it's from the metformin. I think it's from all that food you're eating.
Go visit it. She would not get on the plane that long, right? Teardrop. Yeah. You should have a panel with trusted beezers. Yeah, maybe someday, eh? Hey, Red.
Chantal will never do a panel, Beezers, and let me tell you why. Because she knows about StreamYard. She's never going to get on StreamYard. You want to know why? Because there are no filters on StreamYard. She tried that once. She turned on StreamYard for about 60 seconds. She saw her real face on StreamYard, and she's like, "What is this?" And she freaked out and she turned it off. StreamYard doesn't have the same filters as her phone does. She doesn't want people to see her real face.
Isn't there a troll channel called Maybe Someday?
Plus, she wants to be the center of attention. She doesn't want a chance having a bunch of beezers up, and God forbid one of them gets more attention than she does.
No co-SM, really? Pay to play. Some people start with binge eating disorder.
Oh boy, are we going here? Are we doing this? Okay, I'm ready. Bring it. Bring it.
Teenagers hard. So rough. I didn't steal from her. She said I can have them.
Okay, what is she talking about? Little context. So Chantal told a story long ago about being in a place where there were different people with different eating issues. She was placed in a room allegedly where like she had the problem of overeating. There was a girl who had Anna, okay, like lack of eating. Although what she's saying doesn't make sense, because why would medical professionals in a facility put two people with opposite problems in the same room? They would be in separate rooms. But she's claiming that they were both put in the same room, that the person who had Anna had a lot of candy. And so she would just get candy from this particular person. Like this person would get candy all the time and she would just get their candy. But I seriously doubt that medical professionals will put two people with opposite food problems in the same room, because I think that's a lie.
How much to eat hot dogs with relish? I don't know. Like 5 KD. $20. Teenagers do a lot for attention, yeah. Oh, it's okay. Thanks, Claudia. You're talking to me? Please don't. Oh, read comment. Yeah, I wasn't reading the comments, for a minute? I used to call my sister Thunder Thighs as a kid. Karma hit me back later in life. It always does, eh? Oh, no. Yeah, if you get a... That's the thing. Body shaming, image shaming, diet culture, all leads to eating disorders. Or
No, it doesn't.
can. Shelly dumbass. $500. If you want to do something to ruin my reputation more, you have to pay.
Your reputation is already ruined. There's not a single request that you could get on PayPal that would make it any worse. Like, the reason why you're able to do the things that you do is because you have no shame.
Canada trade war. Don't even get me started. Oh, Gen B. Yeah, I'm gonna check out your video. Rebbe. Oh no, teenage years are the worst, eh? Hey, Tanya. Reputation not important. Oh, I know. Sorry, I know it's hard. I know I have the opposite end of it, but they're still very similar in the mental health aspect, you know?
And you never took care of yours. And there are people in the chat talking about having BED and other eating issues. I'm still confused about why anybody who's had an issue like that, whether past or present, why they would choose to watch Chantal. I mean, I would think if you had something going on like that Chantal would trigger you, like that, to have an episode where you're overeating or something. Like, why do people that have had these food issues choose to watch her? It can't be healthy for them.
Really, Teardrop? Is she better now? 500 USD. Yep. Gotta pay to play. Some people start with binge eating disorder, being severely obese, and go to the opposite end of the spectrum. And yeah, it's true. Happens. You fell off your bed? Ouch. Sorry to hear that. You okay? Yeah, exactly. I know. Really, Blue Lace? Good luck. Yeah. Non-purging bulimia. So does that mean you purge in like exercise form, or like what would that be like?
You're not the person they should be talking to. This is therapy stuff. This is therapist stuff. Like, nobody should be discussing that kind of stuff with Chantal. Truly, nobody should.
Oh, good. Alhamdulillah, Teardrop. Glad to hear that. Aw.
She's trying to act like I'm so sympathetic to these problems. No, you're not. If you were sympathetic, you wouldn't be doing the content that you're doing. That's number one. And you wouldn't be putting tags on your videos and your lives saying BED recovery at the same time you're doing the Foodie content. So all of this fake, phony sympathy you're passing out, you can just sit on it and spin.
Oh. Oh, okay, Angel. See, there's always, in all of types of eating disorders, there's that obsession with food. You know, the planning, the avoiding it, the eating too much. There's always, you know. The point is, no matter what issues we have with food, we have to love ourselves.
You don't love yourself. You can't love yourself. If you're doing this kind of content on YouTube, you do not love yourself. You're punishing your body, period. You are. And you're looking for people to help you punish your body, to do the self-harm content. You're looking for funders. You're looking for people to sponsor it. You're calling it sponsoring. Let's give it a really pretty name. You know, you have a habit of that. Let's take something really awful and give it a prettier name and make it seem less harmful than what it is. Like, let's go back, Chantal. When you would title your videos with the B word, that BINGE word, you put that in the title because that's what they were. And at that time, YouTube would monetize that word. But then when they changed their policy and they said, we're not going to monetize this content and this word. That's when you came up with the word beezing. And you said beezing means misbehaving. Do y'all want to know the real origin story of the word beezing? You want to know? Because I know beezing is actually a slang term for people that did something really stupid. Don't do this, by the way. Don't do it. People that would take Burt's Bee Balm and put a little bit of it underneath their eyelids, and it would induce a feeling like you were drunk. That's beezing. That's where it comes from. But Chantal took that word and she transformed it into something different. Beezing became the code word for the bee moments. And anybody who's part of Chantal's channel understood what that word actually meant. She tends to do that. She'll use other words to disguise other words. Bee moments or beezing. Bee moments are, I just ate a little bit too much. I'm full. Okay? Always trying to put a pretty coat of paint on things that are really not so pretty. She knows it. She absolutely knows it. Making everything seem okay when it's not. Just so it'll be more palatable and more acceptable. And now here we are. Chantal trying to take people who are not necessarily feedies and make them into feedies by having them do what feedies do. Send her money to eat.
And in some way repair that relationship with food, you know? So it's really tough. Just control the calories. Powerless over the food. Spending all day looking at online menus or mukbangs. Oh my gosh, they're so. Have you ever seen them on friggin' TikTok? People will have a big chicken strip, wrap it in delicious noodles, dunk it in ranch. Baby! Deborah Cox. Oh my gosh, Miss Chad, I never heard that song. Or I would sing it for you. And all of a sudden, no, Sam, I'll be like, oh yeah, Sam. As if he's hiding somewhere in the house for like months and months, and I'll go.
And she's talking about all her dreams of Sam. You're not getting Sam back. Whoever's got him, they've had him for like 3 years. You're not getting him back.
And then he'll come out of hiding. Hi.
Shut up, Chantal.
So I just have to make peace with everything that happened, and it's just been really tough. And
no, it hasn't. Chantal, you don't miss BBJ, and you don't miss Sam. If Sam was your favorite, you don't miss Sam. How many times have you cried over Sam? Like truly cried? I know that if I lost Booger, I'd be crying my eyes out every day for months. And even then, I probably wouldn't stop crying. That's my heart right there. That's my baby. She's a brat, but she's my brat. She's my baby. Hit the Booger. I know. That's my baby. You've been in Kuwait for 3 years. How many times have we seen you miss Sam so badly that your heart ached and you felt like there was an empty space in your chest where your heart should be? Like you wanted Sam back. You wanted to hold him again and pet him. You never had those moments. Like your eyes have been absolutely dry.
People just think I'm some wicked witch that doesn't have feelings, and
that's pretty accurate.
I was just happy to be rid of them. And
you are. You were. I watched your live stream, Chantal. What happened? For those that weren't there, allow me to give you the overview. What happened? Chantal was in a hurry to get to Kuwait, to get to Salah. Her cat, Sam, that was her favorite, a male cat, the Tom. She gave him away. Boom, done. You know what happened that night when she gave him away? She threw herself a little pizza party. Does that sound like a grieving owner that they've rehomed their pets? No. What happened with BBJ? Filmed an entire video of Pete's handing off the carrier with BBJ to FFG's brother. We didn't know at the time it was his brother, her brother, but it was. But Chantal, even after having BBJ the longest, couldn't even hand off the cat to somebody else and say goodbye. She let her roommate do it. Yeah, real sympathetic owner.
Everything, and and no, my heart is broken, and it will be probably
You'd have to have a heart first before it got broken. You don't have one.
forever. Like there's a dark stain,
Shut up. You don't care.
from everything. So
The only dark stain that's on Chantal, the one that she hasn't recovered from yet, is the fact that everything she did to BBJ got exposed. That's the only thorn in her side that she still hasn't recovered from.
yeah, I know, John, but it's really hard. Did you really, Shelly? I don't want to check for nothing.
Why do you have to keep stopping your live streams to check for money that people send you? Are you that broke?
So that's why I don't want to I'll make a long story short. I don't want to get more animals. In retrospect,
You shouldn't have animals to begin with. You honestly should be barred from having any animal. I don't care if it's an ant or a caterpillar or a grasshopper. You should be allowed around animals. You're cruel to animals.
I probably shouldn't have gotten juice. It was kind of selfish.
It was selfish. You know why you did it? You did it because you wanted the attention of the pet owners, the animal owners in your audience. You did it to add more of a spotlight to you, and you also did it to get back at Girl World because Julia looks like who and what? BBJ. You specifically chose her because she looks like BBJ. After what happened with BBJ, you're like, I'm going to put 2 middle fingers up to Girl World, and I'm going to get a cat that looks just like her. And you did. And you could have proved with Julia and Harry that you did turn over a new leaf. You do care. But they suffered in your care, just like your previous pets. So you proved nothing except that you're a horrible pet owner.
Because I have a hard time living without a pet. Honestly, I feel like the home is empty without a pet.
No, you just want attention. And you use animals to get attention for you, to make yourself seem less horrible, to distract from the fact that you're a horrible, evil woman with nasty energy. You don't want people to notice it, so you distract away from it by having a pet around you.
Especially cats. And she's laying on my jilbab right now, and she loves Mom.
No, she doesn't.
We know that's not true. You were going through a lot emotionally. You weren't in a good place. Yeah. Thank you, Rebbe. I really was just a mess. And, like sometimes I still can't believe that they're gone. That I did that. So.
Yeah, and you're stupid for it too. You're really stupid. You are extremely stupid. You wanted real love? You had it. You should feel really dumb. Pete's, yeah, he's awkward. He is an awkward fella. But he cared about you. And he accepted you the way that you were, and you didn't have to fly thousands of miles and spend $9,000 on him. He was right there. And even to this day, he still cares about you. And you know how I know that, Foodie? Because he hasn't spilled all your dirt, and he could have. He could have made bank off of all the dirt that he knows about you. You left him behind for a fake. for a phony, for a guy that doesn't care about you and wants you gone. And let's talk about the other love that you had, the unconditional love that you swore up and down, left and right, backwards and forwards that you were looking for. Unconditional love that your pets gave to you. BBJ and Sam gave you that unconditional love. All they wanted was to be loved back and taken care of. You couldn't be bothered because neither one was a man with a penis that you could bring on camera and brag about as your boyfriend, as your husband. You just looked at them as useless props. They were useless to you. They weren't getting you enough attention. So you neglected them badly, especially BBJ. And then after you got done neglecting them and hurting them and making them live in filth and not caring for them and staying away from them for weeks because you were too busy with your nose up Natter's behind, you left them behind for phony love. You big, stupid idiot. Pete's cared about you for real. The cats cared about you for real. You gave up the real for the fake. You gave up real gold for fool's gold. That's exactly what Salah is. Fool's gold. You were a fool to look at him and think, oh, there's gold there. What do you think now? You still feel the same way? I don't think you do. I think you were counting on the fantasy to turn into reality, but it didn't quite work out that way, did it? No. You gave up the real, the solid, the substance in your life. Gave it up because it didn't fit your aesthetic. The perfect life for you. It didn't fit your fantasy. Your fantasy was to have some young guy chasing you. Ew. He wasn't chasing you. He was chasing your money, idiot. Until the money ran out. It's all gone now. But you can't go back and get back what you gave up. Cats are gone. Pete's, he's in a room by himself. I don't think you're going to get him back either. You gave up your home. Can't get that either back. You can't get that either too. Gave it all up. All gone. Now you got go home to Canada. You got to start over. That's your punishment. Start from the ground up. Your fault.
Anyway. Why don't I get Sam back?
Because you can. I don't think she can. I think Sam might be with a foster. And once you surrender an animal to a foster, once you give an animal up to somebody, that's it. There's no getting that cat back. Why would anybody take on an animal for 3 years, pay for their food, accept them into their home, make them a part of their family, acclimate the pet to being there? They feel comfortable. They feel safe. They familiar. Pay for the vet bills. Why would they go through all of that just to give back the cat to the owner who gave them up? Not possible. Nope. She's never going to get Sam back. Nope. I know I wouldn't. If I took on an animal and they've been in my home for a great amount of time, they're mine. That's it. No takebacks. It belongs to me now.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to bring him on the trip. I don't know. I'm afraid to. Really.
She's saying that because she can't get him back and she knows it.
Really, I am. I don't know. What? Yes, Zach. Oh my gosh. Griff gang. You're logging into PayPal, my butt.
Why are people celebrating her being a grifter? Why are people celebrating her like being a grifter? I don't get that.
You write off those meals? You can. Yep.
Yeah, if you pay your taxes, but you don't.
You can write off a certain percentage of things when you're self-employed. Self-employed.
Yeah, but you owe a bunch of money to your Canadian government. You can't write off nothing right now.
People still don't recognize social media as a job, but people make millions on social media.
Not you, apparently, if you're grifting money from people. So you're not in that category. You can't sit with those people.
Or thousands, or more than you'd work at a normal job, some people. Is it laggy? No, Tracy. Ginger sent money for Cheesecake Factory, though, Tracy. We're going to go tomorrow. And pocket in the money. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? It's going in your pocket. What do you mean? What do you mean?
No. You can't write it off as in, like, if you're doing your taxes, you can claim a certain amount, not much. For food, not much. Things like internet and that, and rent if you use your place for your job. Queen Grifter. Oh yeah, go out and come back in. Because they requested Cheesecake Factory baked. Hi, baby.
That poor kitty, she looks like she needs to be brushed. Do I see mats in her fur? I'm going to leave before I get too mad.
The obsession is sad. White eyeliner on your waterline will make them look bigger. Yeah, I know. I have a nude one and a white one. A woman trimmer. You know, like a Phillips shaver for men?
Shut up. Nobody cares.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. So,
wait a minute. What was this comment? What the heck? Baked Korean says menopause can cause violence towards men. Baked Korean, where did you hear that? Who told you that? Where did you read that? What do you mean? Menopause can cause violence towards men. Where are you getting this information? Sir or ma'am, I'm not sure what your gender might be, but I'm 54. I went through menopause. I wasn't violent towards men. What are you talking about? Where are you getting this?
oh, really?
Disturbing that they're coming up with this crap.
Anna G, you had cancer. Yeah, see? Because you had blood clots. That's what they were really worried about me for. They put me on a low dose of estrogen because of that. Since you don't have a uterus, do you still have to see a gyno? No. No, Kit Kat. You don't have to have pap smears when you don't have anything. And stuff. You have ovarian cysts? Well, they're very common. What? Soda? She was an almond mom. That's funny. Oh, wow. Crazy. Really, Larry? They wouldn't give her one? No. I'm going to trap her. Look. Come here.
Don't trap her.
Baby. Oh, baby.
I hate this. So is that the only way you can get Julie to come to you, is if you grab her and like force her against her will?
Oh. Who loves mom? Who loves mom?
Look, she's trying to get away. She's like, let me down.
She loves mom.
No, she doesn't.
Oh.
She doesn't sleep with you.
Oh. Good night. Or goodbye.
See, she's trying to get down.
I started singing and she's like, nope. Hi, I like those.
Okay, you know what? Where are we with this react? We're almost at 3.5 hours. I think that's long enough. You guys get the gist of what she was doing. It wasn't her coming on YouTube and creating content for YouTube. It was about, let me just get on camera let me just burn some time by staying on for 4 hours and use this as kind of like advertising for PayPal to make money and also get free food. That's pretty much the gist of it. So we're done here. Hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.